Okay.
All right.
We're here. Hold on. Let me put on some music. John, what type of music would you like?
Something cheery and festival-y.
Okay.
Because, things are very nice.
This is a pleasant campaign.
We'll go
It's a
tavern.
very pleasant
Things are looking
campaign.
up. We're going to do a lot of hugging.
We'll go tavern music.
Pretty sure the entire campaign is just a fistful of hugs after another.
That's what I'm hoping for.
Mm-hmm.
Really.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Yeah, so we're here. Chat, we're going to go around the table and just do a quick mic check to make sure that you can hear us. We do have new microphones and no headsets. They're free. But hopefully you guys can hear all of us and see us in high quality, and you can see the lovely city that we've got set up. But we're going to go around the table and say who we are, but not our characters yet, and then we're going to leave for a minute. So I am Don. That's who I am.
I'm Paul.
I'm Billy.
I'm Sarah.
And I am DJ.
And I am John. Thank you all for playing.
Yeah, it was a good time. All right.
I just want to double check with chat real quick. Can you hear everything?
Yep.
Everyone sound good, chat, before we get up? DJ's wig is so legendary. It truly is. I hear everyone.
That's not a wig.
It's actually not a wig, no.
All right, we're good. All right, get out.
All right. Cool.
Farewell, friends.
Good campaign, guys.
I will introduce you one by one. Maybe 2 by 2. Or never anyone. It depends on if the NPCs interact with you. Alright, friends. Thank you very much for being here for the opening night of the City of Oshuamp, the new campaign that I have been laboring over recklessly and unhealthily to a certain extent for the last several weeks. So, without further ado, our adventure takes place on the world of Felroom, on the western continent of Felbrock. The world is... you'll see. That's all you get. Eager adventurers from all over Felbrock gather their belongings each year and bid farewell to their families and friends. Their journey takes them to Le Lorraine, a large farming town south of the Felrost, the frozen valley that leads to the City of Oshuamp. Today is the last day of Dumar, the 8th month of the Felroom calendar, the final day of autumn before the sudden, harsh onset of winter. The last caravan arrives at the gates of Oshuamp. Sarah and DJ, please have a seat. The two of you have been in the same wagon in a caravan that is venturing to the City of Oshuamp. Your journey from Le Lorraine to the city through the Felrast has only taken you about a day and a half. So when you are arriving, it will be the morning of the last day of Dumar. You are accompanied by a few other people, all who have gathered in Le Lorraine and have been from other parts of the world of Felbrock. The two of you hear a voice calling out from the front of the wagon. There she be!
There who be.
The other patrons in the caravan, in the wagon that you are residing in, look around excitedly and you hear a voice, a man who you have met and know, his name is Gawain. Looks around and kind of peers out through the small opening at the front of the wagon and points. As the flaps open, you see in the distance great towering walls made of black stone. Towers in the distance at each corner, surrounding the perimeter. Oshuamp.
Yes, Oshuamp.
This is the city.
It is. Hurry. And he kind of beckons out and opens the flap a little bit further, and you can see that the drivers halt the horses at the front. A pair of guards approach and begin communicating with the two caravan drivers. You see other wagons begin to pull up alongside of yours, and passengers begin to excitedly leap out and rush towards the gates of Oshuamp.
I'm going to step out very, very cautiously.
I don't know about this.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and step out, yeah.
Step out as well?
Yeah.
Okay. So the two of you take your slow steps out of the wagons that lead you. Your driver, Constantine, approaches you. Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much. I hope you've had a lovely ride.
Yes, I did, thank you.
Very good. You're welcome to enter. The city is still in the midst of the festival.
You want to go to
What
the festival?
What festival?
The festival. The Esper.
What?
The Estver.
The Estfa?
Estver. It celebrates autumn. It's the harvest festival for Oshuamp. Everyone drinks and shares in great breads and meats. Please.
I'll slowly.
Turn around!
I'm going. Bye, everyone.
Yep, I'll go along.
Okay, so the two of you leave the caravan. You watch as these other dozens and dozens of people hurriedly and excitedly rush forward. The guards welcoming. The portcullis extends. You hear a cranking, and the gate opens. And you see before you an open, beautiful cobblestone city lined with brick and mortar buildings, some built with wattle and daub, all beautifully shuttered roofs. And you have the city to yourselves.
This place is really pretty. Where should we go?
I've never seen such a large city.
Yes, as you're approaching and you enter, you can see that all the stones are beautiful, pristine, white-looking cobblestones. The buildings are a variety of colors in terms of their decorations. The majority of them here, in what is known as the promenade, are two-story buildings. They are fancifully decorated. You can see that flags, coats of arms extend out from the front of the buildings, various signposts signifying what what shops these things might be.
What should we look for?
I suppose they say it's a festival, but I don't even know where I'm going to sleep this evening.
Yeah, you can see that there's a bunch of people. Despite it being quite early in the morning, it is only around maybe an hour or so after dawn. You can see that there are a variety of people already walking around with large tankards of ale, slogging them next to each other, cheering and celebrating. Men and women are walking around. Children are running through the streets and the alleys, playing games.
I'm just gonna sidestep everyone who comes.
It's pretty busy. Should we go get a room now before they sell?
I
go to the
suppose
festival?
so.
As you take a few more steps inside of the city of Oshuamp, you see to your right an enormous wagon. And Don, you may have a seat.
Okay. Move yourself a little closer to your
You see an elf man standing in front of this wagon.
Hello, friends. Welcome to Oshuamp.
Hello, thank you.
What brings you here?
Fate, I suppose.
Oh, God! I wasn't prepared for that.
Fate is a good reason to go to a place.
Yes.
And you?
Here for my own reasons. I'd rather not talk about it.
Fair enough, friend. Would you care to purchase some wares? I noticed that you are an Aarakocra. You are quite rare in these parts. There are not many of you in the city.
I'm not an Aarakocra. I'm an Asamar.
Oh, my mistake.
So you can tell by the wings.
Yes,
I can understand the confusion now.
still quite rare.
Yes, I would hope.
Yes. Would you like to purchase some wares, perhaps?
Do you have any books?
I do not have books. I have bones and things made from bones.
Oh.
Or perhaps, and I flip over this big bear fur that I have laying on the edge of the cart, and I flip it over. This lovely bear fur. If you feel along the inside of the fur, you can feel that it is very smooth.
Oh, yes.
That is the skin of the first person that tried to rip me off.
Oh.
I'm kidding. It is the skin of the second person that tried to rip me off.
What happened to the first person?
He left.
He got away.
I'm kidding. It is simply bear fur that has been cured with bear fat.
Oh.
But if you need weaponry of any kind or furs and things like that, feel free to come to me.
Oh, yes, thank you.
As well as if you are looking for things to do in the city, I do own a small museum.
What is your name, sir?
My name is Ether.
Ether.
Yes, owner and proprietor of the Carriage of Curiosities.
The two of you make perception checks.
Oh, boy. First roll of the campaign? No. It's
Perception?
Correct.
Oh, I'm good at that.
Oh.
That's good!
12.
24.
12 for
12
me.
and 24? Okay. So, Sarah, you can see that there is a curious little furry creature that looks like it is rummaging through the back of this man's wagon. Billy, you may have a seat. You notice that this small, furry creature looks as though it is rummaging through this man's belongings.
What do I find?
Roll for investigation, please.
All right. $20.
20 with bonus or a natural
20
20?
natural.
Natural 20.
Good start, I guess.
Don, announce what's in your shop.
Okay. Let me find my shop page. Sorry, I have a billion pieces of paper. If you'll give me just a moment.
Okay. It's already hilariously appropriate for everything.
Okay, so I have
Especially the secret item.
I have a bone dagger.
Taking that.
Okay. Yes. Do I not notice this?
I mean, you may roll for perception now.
Wait. Keep going.
21.
21.
21.
You may roll
Stealth check?
for stealth, please. Yes.
That ain't gonna do it.
So,
That is a 13.
I will say that as you see all of the wares and you pocket the bone knife, you begin rummaging around against other goods and you clank into something that feels like it makes a bit of a pinging noise. And that is what you hear, Don.
Okay.
Definitively coming from behind you, though.
Okay. I turn around and look back at my card.
Excuse me, sir. Quick question for you.
Yes, excuse me one moment. Hey, you! Ah! What are you doing?
Nothing! And I run. I'm gone.
Okay. Okay. You see this small, furry little creature.
I am familiar. I don't know the name of the creature, but I am familiar with this
Correct.
creature. Yeah.
Correct. You know the rumors of
Sure.
the city of who this might be.
Sure. Keep an eye out and keep an eye on your pockets for that one.
Who is
Very
that?
tricky. And I don't know the name, but they are often around sneaking and grabbing things, putting their hands in places that they should not be.
It appeared to be a cat.
Yes, a
It's-
tabaxi.
Are you not familiar?
She's not.
Sorry, I'm gone.
No, she's not.
Oh,
What is a
a
tabaxi?
what?
Cat but big.
Oh,
Yes.
A
You
large-
are familiar with tabaxi.
I've seen
I am?
a-
Okay, cool.
Correct.
Yes.
I've seen a large cat before.
Well, this is like a person and a cat.
It's Granddaughter.
I mean, how else would you describe it? It's a
like
person cat.
person.
You can't hurt me if I don't sit down.
I'm learning many new
You
things
are
today.
actually walking out of that building, that the one with the orange roof, right adjacent to the large statue that exists in the center on the side of the wagon. Correct. You are walking out and kind of wandering through the streets. You know how long you have been here. I will not announce that to anyone else because your information is your own. But you,
It's 10,000 years, isn't it?
you walk out.
Found this city.
And you, again, hear the similar sounds as to previous days of the excitement of the Esther. You hear a little bit of a commotion going on to what would be the west of you,
West.
towards the front gate.
I'm gonna walk towards the front gate, but not get too close.
Sure. So you can see that there is a pair of new people who look like they are conversing with a salesman in front of a wagon.
don't see anything else.
That's fine. I mean, you can see that there is a small stand with a woman in front of it. A woman behind the counter of it. She has baskets in front of her. They are laid with various kinds of fruits. And you see that there are children running up and just extending their arms greedily, and she just kind of shakes her head slightly and hands each child a piece of fruit.
I'm gonna approach the stand.
Okay. Oh,
Hello.
oh, good morning, my good sir. Could I offer you something? We have apples, we have pears, oranges.
Apples, please.
Apples?
Yeah.
Okay. And she just kind of reaches over and rubs one of the apples, like, right, not really on her shirt, but like mostly skin. Mm-hmm. And then extends it to you.
Skin?
Mm-hmm.
What kind of skin?
Human skin.
Okay.
It's a human woman. Okay. She just kind of rubs it a little bit against her breasts and then extends it out to you. I think you like that one.
Yo, she is totally trying to get it.
Thank you.
You're quite welcome. You're a handsome man, but
Just gonna eat it.
look a little
Intense
curious,
eye
I
contact
suppose.
the whole time.
It's the appropriate way to say it.
Just that loud, obnoxious bite.
Of the crunching into the apple. Are you new to the city?
Yes, I am.
I've not seen you here before.
No, I'm new.
Very good. Do you like it so far?
Yeah, it's pretty nice. Continue with the apple.
Very good. Could I interest you in anything else, friend?
Thank you.
Of course. Have a wonderful time. Enjoy the Esper.
See you around.
She kind of waves and just goes back to distributing pieces of fruit to the children.
Begrudgingly?
No, excitedly
Okay.
now, because the children are all running up and each of them has like a little coin in their hand. It's only a copper piece, but, you know, she's charging them. We will cut back to Ether and friends, still in front of the wagon.
No, Ether, do you know where I may find some books in Oshuamp?
Some books. I guess I'll do a history check. I don't think any of the stuff that was on my list specifically listed a bookstore. I know there's 2 general stores, but I don't know. I don't think there was one that listed specifically books.
Okay. Do you have your list of what I've given to you?
Yeah, let me pull it up.
If not, I will just say that you are familiar with a small store. You don't really remember the location exactly, but it is in your district of the city, called Tattered Tomes.
Okay, let me just double check and see if that is...
Even if it's not something that I gave you, it would still be a name that you're familiar with.
Okay.
You just might not have been there.
So in my district.
Correct.
All right. Tattered
The West District.
Tomes. Oh, I could recommend the Tattered Tomes in the West District.
In the West District.
Yes, I could take you there later today if you would like. I could show you the museum, and then you could go on your way to the bookshop.
Yes, that sounds very nice, thank you. Also, where might I find a room for the night?
Very convenient also in the West District.
Oh.
Yes, directly next to my museum. It is prime real estate.
Ah, yes, good spot.
Yes.
In the West District, you said.
Yes.
It's to the west.
To the west.
I thought you said we.
That's West, Patrick.
I mean, you just hear celebration and joy all around you. You can see that there are people who are walking through the city carrying tankards, like bigger barrels of ale. And they are uncorked, and they are just tilting them back and forward to fill out any unstretched flagon of a citizen that is walking through.
Are people like exchanging coin for these things, or is this like a...
No.
Can I see any flagons on the ground?
Yes.
I'd like to pick one up and hold
Very
it
good.
out.
Yeah, so you can see that there's a kind of a bit of a heavy-set man with a gray shirt, bald head. He just kind of is walking around. He's got a short, like, orange goatee. Looks a little older, but he's walking around and he sees your flag and, that's fucking right! And he just leans it forward and you watch as this beautiful amber-colored liquid just pours into it. Fucking enjoy it, mate!
Thank you.
And he turns and begins to walk away.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Oh, right.
Is
You
there...
all tell me what you want
I'm
to do.
drinking my
Can
flagon.
I
Very
go
good.
up to the apple lady? I want to get an apple.
You may.
All right,
Yeah.
sweet. So I'm going to go up to her and be like, hey, I already paid, but I didn't get an apple.
Roll for deception.
Slow blink.
1.
I rolled a 12.
Ah, there's the counter to that nat 20 from earlier.
That's the last nat 20 you're getting.
No, it's just gonna be back and forth.
Jerky, you can just have an apple. She hands you an apple.
Okay.
It's all right. You don't need to lie to me.
I'm just practicing.
Well, I don't blame you for that. It's good practice. Very good practice.
Thank you.
Good luck.
You
I'll
too.
see you later.
You will?
You recognize this woman as a lady named Alice.
Oh.
Very good.
I'll see you later, Alice.
Very good. She just kind of watches as you walk away and just fixes the top of her shirt, like her collar that's open in like the V-neck area. Well, she just goes back to distributing apples as another group of children run up to her. You can see that there's a man who's walking through the streets towards that large statue in the center of town. This man is holding a torch in front of him, and he takes a swig from his flagon and elevates the torch and breathes fire out into the air above him, and the children gather and like immediately begin jumping up and down and applauding.
I'm gonna like jump back.
You clap.
Yeah.
Okay, who in the crowd is the most distracted by that?
I'll say the children.
Who with some money is the most distracted by that?
The children.
The rich children.
I mean, the children look moderately well dressed.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Let me. If
Pickpocket
anyone
those
have like
kids.
a coin purse or anything like that.
They all have little like pouches on, stuff like that.
All
on
right.
their
Are
pocket.
any of them looking sickly?
Sickly? No. In terms of sickly children,
Like
no.
a leg that doesn't work, or any
see-
way that I could get
you
away
see
easily.
a slightly smaller child than all the other one, and he does have a little crutch under his right arm.
Ooh, all right. Here we go.
Time to steal that crutch.
Okay. So I'm just gonna.
Hurry up, Timothy! Get your apple!
I'm gonna run past.
And he begins hobbling over.
I'm gonna run past and bump him on the shoulder, and while he's distracted by that, I'm gonna snatch the purse.
Okay, make a sleight of hand check. I have to make a dex save to see if I get knocked down.
Should I make a perception check?
You may, since you are in the general area of this.
17.
Yeah, so you knock this small boy over.
Nice.
His crutch just slides out beneath him, and he face plants right into the stone. As you do, you can see that a small spurt of like blood slides out
Okay,
around
but what
the stone.
about the money?
You do grab the bag.
Okay.
Can I see this happening?
You're over in the wagon, and
You're
this
over
is a
by
little
me.
bit too far away from you.
13 on
13?
perception?
Yes.
Oh, when I say sorry, excuse me.
So you do not see that an individual robs the child, but you do see the child get bumped into by a small furry creature that then scurries away. You find 8 copper pieces.
Sick.
I'm gonna go help the child up.
Okay, so you go over and help the child up.
Are you okay?
I didn't even do anything. I felt sure-footed. And he just is like attempting to plug his nose, and because he's bleeding.
I'm gonna try and help him stand up.
Yeah, you assist him back
His
to his
little crutch
feet,
back.
and he's just, thank you, sir, thank you.
Go to the fruit lady. She might be able to help you.
Very good. I hope so.
Hopefully.
And he begins hobbling over towards the fruit lady. And like I said, you find 8 copper pieces in his small bag.
Gotcha.
And you begin running away, and the other children
Is the
begin
bag
following
nice,
over.
or is it just like whatever?
Oh, it's a small pouch.
But is it like worth anything?
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah, I'll keep it.
Yeah, absolutely. Keep the pouch. Keep the pouch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I learned anything from Raz, it's keep the pouch.
Keep the pouch. Yeah.
So is there anything else that I can help you with? Is there anything that you would like to buy? Anything you would like to see or know?
Well, I don't need anything made out of bone. Do you need anything made out of bone?
You say that's now until you've tried the bone.
You want to give me the bone?
No. I will sell you the bone.
Hey,
This may be worse.
hey, don't knock the
It's
bone
not-
until you try it.
So you want that kind of thing?
Oh, are you selling bones?
Yes, I am.
What you got of bones?
Who's that?
You can see that there is a man that kind of like walks over. He's got a flag and a veil in his hand. He looks still pretty sure-footed. There's a little bit of a wobble to him, but he's got short, dirty blonde hair, a little bit of like darker brown stubble. But he just comes over. He's finely dressed. What you got of bones?
You look like a man that likes a good pipe, yes?
Of course.
Then how about this? And I hold up.
You're gonna give
How
away
about
the
this
pipe.
pipe?
I have
Crack
multiples.
pipe. Yes.
I have a pipe made out of an antler that has been carved. It's obviously not, perfect shaped because it is an antler.
Yeah.
It's perfect just the way it is.
Yeah. I have a wonderful pipe here made from the antler of a deer.
Oh. I mean, that looks incredible.
Yes, it will be like smoking nature.
Whoa, I've never heard of anyone selling anything like that. How much for your pipe, friend?
5 copper for you, sir.
5 copper?
5 copper. Just
that's
for
a good
you.
deal.
I'll give you 10 copper.
Ooh, we got a good old-fashioned bone pipe bidding war.
I mean, he just kind of backs away. Damn.
Start a bidding war.
Thought I was going to get a pipe.
Sir, I have multiple. If you would like your pipe, sir.
You have extra pipes?
Yes, of course.
I'll give you 5 copper for one of the pipes.
Absolutely.
You
Very
still
good.
have
He'll
to
give
pay
you 10
10.
copper.
Yes.
Okay.
Very good deal for me. And
Very good.
good deal for you, half off.
Enjoy your pipe, sir.
Thank you, I will.
He's just gonna watch you.
Put down 10 copper.
Yeah, so you take out a silver piece.
I flip a pipe to you.
Thank you.
So you now have a bone pipe made out of the antler of a deer.
Nice.
And this man extends to you now 5 copper and takes his pipe and just kind of walks away. You can see that he reaches down to a little satchel on his side and begins to pull out some herbs and packing his pipe and walking away, flagon in one hand, pipe in the other.
Enjoy your day, sir.
Thank you. It's the best day of the S4. Fuck off.
That's that Oshuamp energy.
Yep. And he begins walking away, taking a hit. The fucking lady's here.
What on earth is this town?
This is the Estver Festival.
Is
Is it usually this rowdy?
Yes,
Yeah, that.
every year. It only gets louder as more people come.
Oh dear.
I've said a lot of things.
I said too
Add the
much.
quotes. Please add the quotes. Thank you.
Your character's just gonna
Already.
be full of great
God.
quotes, Don. I love them.
Yep. So you said that fate brings you here, yes?
In a sense.
In what sense?
I mean, it was not my intention to come here. It just so happened to be the best place for me to go. It's...
Okay. Nothing brings you here, just the best place for you to go?
I just kind of wound up here, to be honest.
Yes, of course.
She came with me. Yeah.
Would you both be looking for rooms then?
Yes.
Yes.
Very good, yes.
We'll need somewhere to stay. From what I hear, we won't be leaving anytime soon, so...
No, you will not be leaving anytime soon. If you would like to come back to me towards the end of the day, I will take you to my museum and then to the inn for the evening.
Okay.
I know we can't really leave, but is anyone able to come to the city after the season changes?
No, unfortunately, there is no way to pass between the mountains. And
You see, like, a little bit of relief.
Not remotely suspicious. No one else can get here? Oy vey.
Now, do you have
Village
any...
of people.
Do you have any... Good.
the Felrast becomes unpassable during the winter months.
Do you have any other plans for the rest of the day?
Just selling my wares and then taking you to the museum.
Maybe I can help you sell your wares.
Of course, if you would like to, I would give you a small cut.
What can I do?
Gather people that look a little bit drunk.
Oh, there's a lot of them around.
Yes.
Yes, there's a lot of them around. Pretty much everyone outside of the children and other vendors are carrying flagons of ale.
I'm gonna call out, Bones! Bones for sale! Bones over here!
Roll for performance.
Get your bones!
Not bad.
That's a 20. Not nat 20. 20 with both.
11 people begin rushing over.
That's right, come get your bones before they sell out!
So, no, what do the bones do?
Ask the guy selling them!
What do the bones do?
What do you think they do?
Are the bones magic?
Yes, they are.
I've heard they're magic.
Magical bones?
Yes.
Of course. Give me the bones.
Of course. And I pull out a necklace that has little carved pieces of bones.
I'll take
hanging
it.
Okay, that is 5 copper.
Oh, of course.
There
And
you
he
go.
hands over 5 copper, and the man just kind of like immediately holds the necklace up into the sun. Oh, this is fucking amazing.
You know what?
And he goes walking away.
I think you can probably get more from these drunks.
I do not wish to take advantage of anyone.
Oh. Never mind.
Oh, that's what we're doing.
Whoops! I didn't read this situation correctly at all. Another woman walks over. That man had a beautiful necklace of bones.
Yes, of course.
Do you have more bones?
I absolutely do. What piece of jewelry are you looking for?
Do you have, perchance, rings or earrings?
I do, yes. Which would you like? Or perhaps both?
Ooh, rings. And she just kind of extends her hand, and you can see that she's got a small signet ring on her right
Okay.
hand. But there's no stone inside.
Okay.
Do you have anything could fit in this? Some kind of shinier bone?
Yes, let me see what I have. And I start digging through my stuff, and I pull out a small bird skull.
Very good.
And I just kind of like shine it on my shirt. How about this? This would fit nicely in your ring.
Of course.
And I just kind of fix it into a ring and tie it with a little bit of twine.
Very good.
I'm a bit horrified.
How much for this beautiful bird skull,
Just
sir?
an
It's
update.
5 copper.
5 copper?
Yes.
Of course. She hands you 5 copper, and you can see that the bird head kind of turns as she extends her hand, so it's like the beak is pointed out towards you.
And as she's like showing me the bird skull,
I pull out a bird.
my crow flies over, or my raven, I'm sorry, flies over and lands on my shoulder.
Oh my, that is a beautiful bird.
Thank you.
Is that
Yes.
for sale?
No.
I would gladly give you a gold for such a bird.
No, mallow is not for sale.
Damn, gold is gold, man.
Oh, well, I suppose I'll check back with you later in the day.
Yes, of course. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you. See, the woman just kind of walks away. See, a younger looking man is just kind of behind the two of them. As they part, he steps forward. I have seen such beautiful things coming out of your shop, sir.
You look like a man that likes adventure and perhaps
I
fighting.
adore adventure and fighting.
Yes, of course. And I again pull out this
Very frail, sickly looking man. Ooh. I'm gonna rob that guy.
I pull out the bear fur and kind of drape it over my one arm. This is the warmest fur in all of Oshuamp.
Oh my.
If you plan to venture at all into the snow, seeking adventure or a journey beyond the means of which the city can provide, this fur will do you well.
Well, I don't have anything quite like that, but I would love a bear fur.
Of course, that would be 1 gold piece if you are interested.
Oh, a gold.
Yes.
Oh my. I'm
It's
afraid
very smooth, and I flip over and show him the inside. Go
He
ahead.
reaches out and he kind of feels
Yeah.
it. Oh my. I'm sorry, sir. I have already paid for my lodgings, and I only have 8 silver remaining.
I would give it to you for 8 silver.
Oh, thank you. He sends to you 8 silver.
There you
Call
go.
yourself a
Thank you. And
businessman.
takes the bear fur.
If
and he
you happen,
immediately drapes
sure.
it.
If you happen to be in the West District, take a stop by my museum, the Carriage of Curiosities, and I procure a little wooden card and I hand it to him.
Very good. My God. Well, of course. I'm staying here in the promenade tonight, but suppose in the next few days I could leave the promenade and make my way over to the West District.
Yes, of
Thank you,
course.
sir.
You're welcome. Have a wonderful day, sir.
Very good. The man walks away.
I give that guy a week.
I take
Just
this.
immediately begins coughing up blood.
I take the silver piece that you gave it to me and flip it back to you.
Oh,
For your
very
assistance, my friend, the pipe is for you.
oh, thank you very much.
You, Sarah, watched all of this happen. Just, oh my God.
I
What
like
is this city?
Open my change purse and just count
Mm-hmm.
my 2 silver.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
And I close it and put it back
Okay.
in my pocket.
Okay. 3 of you are standing here.
Is there some place I can perch to get a good view on everything going
Like
on?
Assassin's Creed style.
Yes.
Like
Absolutely. I would say that you could climb on top of this man's wagon.
No, I just stole some.
And in terms of other buildings, you could climb on top of one of the stalls, like the stand for the fruit vendor, or a stand over towards the more northern or eastern side of the city.
Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna get on top of one of the stands.
Okay.
See if they don't care.
Are you going to this stand? Or
Yeah,
going closer to one of the
near
wagon?
all of this, because the bone crowd really got me thinking.
Oh, okay. So you want to get on the stand of the fruit lady then? Very good, because
Okay.
that's who
Gotcha, that's
that
the
one
closest
is.
one?
Correct.
Okay.
So yeah,
I
you
can't see
take a
anything.
few
Alice,
moments.
do you mind? I just want to perch a bit.
I don't know what you're doing.
It's nothing. I'm just.
Shh. I don't know what you're doing up there, cat. So yeah,
So I
you
just
climb up,
kind of,
get a good perch. You survey the
try
area
to
around you.
not describe, to
Discern?
disguise myself
Oh.
as just a particularly large cat.
Okay, very good. So you just kind of curl up and begin self-cleaning and maintenance and whatnot, just surveying the city. Yeah, you can see that it looks like around about now there are 100 or more people that are inside of the promenade. A lot of them are adults, like I said, women and men who are drinking very heavily. There are scattered maybe like dozen to 20-ish children that are all playing various games throughout the city. You can see that there are different performers that are doing like card tricks. You can see some people have set up a table over by this wagon over here and look like they're beginning to play dice.
I'm gonna go to the performers.
Okay.
Step into, just kind of get into that crowd and with all the other observers. And,
Yeah, you can see that there's a man and a woman who are singing a duet together.
Okay.
They're
and
singing about a famous folk hero.
That's great. What's the audience like?
Very good. Do I hear this?
Yes. You are only maybe, I would say, like 50-ish to 60-ish feet away, so you can hear their voices. Carrying, you can't discern the words, but you're definitely able to hear that there is some kind of performance of singing going on near
I'm
you.
going to walk towards the performance.
Okay. So, Billy, in terms of the crowd, you can see that there's a lot of more female attendants. Like, you can see that they're listening very intently. All of them are dressed very well, various states of, like, beautiful, longer medieval-style dresses. Big poofy skirts, though.
Gotcha. Okay.
You can see that a lot of them are clapping along to the music as the man
So
and the woman are singing.
Getting into it too. Just go along, try and blend in. Wait for my moment.
Yeah, you're blending in quite well. Paul, you can hear that the people who are singing are talking about the tale of Saint Ostador.
Are they singing anything specific?
You can hear them regaling the people around them with the information in terms of Saint Ostador's crusade to reclaim the city. I'm not going to sing.
Damn it. All right.
Please.
About how close am I?
Hi-ho! He's a bitch.
He's a bitch.
It's a good song.
About how close am I now? Am I like with the crowd?
It's better.
Yeah, you're in the crowd.
Okay, and this is towards the gate?
The
Or
club.
Correct. This is over here by this wagon.
Yeah.
by this wagon?
The
Correct.
drop.
I'm just going to listen.
Okay, so yeah, you continue to listen to the tale. You can discern from what the people are singing that they perceive Ostador as a man who led this magnificent crusade over 1,000 years ago. So they are talking about how Ostador fought and brought the city back from the brink of devastation.
Do I notice this man approach the crowd?
Roll for perception, because he is theoretically behind you, and you're clapping.
$18.
18? You do. You hear footsteps, you just give a quick turn.
So I see this guy. He's got a cape, greased back hair. I can tell. And he's
And,
enthralled by the history of all this.
Yeah, you can
So
also describe how you appear.
No.
What do you mean no?
Very greasy.
Elaborate.
Very greasy. I've got
Elaborate on
meatballs
that.
in both hands.
I talk with the Jersey
come over.
accent.
What do you look like, Paul?
I'm green and stuff. I stand out.
Yeah, I think I
not
noticed
good.
this guy. Yeah. Didn't need an 18 for that one.
Yep.
So I go over to this guy
Very
and I'm
peculiar
like,
looking person.
you ever hear this story before?
You know minor bits of information about the history of the city of Oshuamp. You know that there were wars that were held here previously, and I do say wars, plural.
A little bit.
Well, something like 1,000 years ago, this guy overthrew all the orcs that took over Oshuamp, and now there's justice and peace in the city.
Oh, that's lovely.
And he used a magical bone dagger in order to kill the orc king.
I doubt that very much.
And why is that?
I don't think you would choose a simple weapon.
You use a martial weapon?
I mean,
It's not metagame if it's in-game.
I don't know. I mean, he wouldn't use a small dagger.
Well, he lost his sword in the fight. All he had left was his dagger. But he was fighting an orc king with a great sword. Anything? No? Alright, never mind then. Find somebody else for that one.
I'm just gonna stare at this creature.
And you hear the woman begin to sing, and Saint Ostador's mighty bone dagger thus went into the king's heart.
One well-placed bribe.
You hear it.
I really hear him.
You hear that.
I just walk away.
I'm just
like,
gonna
whatever.
stare.
Curse your dagger, Ostador, exclaimed the king, falling to his knees, dying.
Bleeding.
I'm just like, just
Didn't
don't accept
think
what
it
I'm
would be
hearing.
bone.
I just
Or a dagger, but it was.
You put the dagger bone into the king
In
bone.
the rib bone.
I'm just gonna stand there confused.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so we'll cut back to the other three then. Three of you are still outside of Aether's wagon, just kind of hanging out, making sales. It's been a little while now.
Have we had any more customers?
You've had a few. I mean, you've been able to, I will say at this point, capable of selling all of your wares if you did have anything else remaining for you.
Okay, cool. Sure did.
So Aether, where do you collect these things?
Well, I venture out into the cold, and I find things.
Okay.
Do you loot corpses?
Do you find them the way you sell them, or is there a process involved of turning them into what you sell?
No, there is a process. I find things and then I craft them and I turn them into the wares that I sell. Yes.
So-
When you say craft, do you mean kill?
No, I would never hurt another.
Oh,
Yes.
so you're more of a scavenger then.
Yes.
Okay.
You could say that. Yes.
Okay.
That's a bit better than what I was imagining.
What do you think? I kill people and take their bones?
I don't know you.
As far as you know, I do.
Yes.
Oh.
Do you?
But I've just said I don't. So.
No, I don't believe you. Can I roll for insight?
You may absolutely roll for insight.
Oof.
Should I also roll for?
You may absolutely
11.
roll for insight.
11.
Okay. I'm gonna have you roll for deception.
Okay.
18.
18?
7.
7?
Yeah.
Okay, so in terms of when he's communicating what he does to find these, you can tell that he does give off a really reverent sense of respect. Like he genuinely believes that what he's doing is absolutely correct. In terms of whether or not he takes them from bones, it sounds like he's joking.
Do you think this
Oh
guy
yeah, no
kills-
more just flat out he's lying or not insight checks with me.
You think he's
I mean, that's really how it should be.
Correct.
I think so, but I'm.
How do you feel about just...
No one is going to be able to hear you. You are definitely too quiet.
Oh, sorry.
Yes. It's on the stream,
I
not
thought
me.
you meant
You
no one
don't
can
hear
hear
me.
you scream, kind of thing.
No one will
Oh.
hear you scream.
Oh, really? That sounds like a good time.
No, really, nobody will be able to
This
hear
is
you.
so chock full of sexual tension.
You can whisper,
He's a bone
lean
guy.
closer to
He's
your
a
mic.
bone
if you
guy.
will.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Or just pretend like you don't hear me.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
How do you feel about following this guy around for a while?
I mean, I have no other options.
Making sure he
He's-
doesn't get into some shit.
He's been. I mean, I think he's just trying to sell things. I don't.
Let's just pretend we're helping him sell stuff, but really we're stalking him.
I've never sold anything in my life. I don't know how to sell anything.
Just stand there and look pretty. That's all you gotta do. I'll yell a bunch. Then people will give us
So I'll
money.
just like gesture towards the cart, like.
Do you make that face?
Is just like
Is
like
this-
this?
Is this it?
Is this selling?
Well, listen, Ether.
It's the butterfly beast.
How about until
Is this selling?
Also,
yeah,
I should say I don't. I know, like my drawing, my costume right now is all blue. Right now my hair is orange, and you know my cloak is like made of leaves and stuff.
Very autumnal.
Very autumnal.
Very good. Yeah.
I like that word.
Like the flowers in my hair are like autumny colors.
Yeah, like oranges and browns
Yeah.
and yellows and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, you just kind of
Well, listen.
for an extended period of time.
like
No
sitting
one's
here.
really walking around now. People are, if anything, not like put off, but just they can't discern if you're like a statue or if something terrible has recently happened to you and you're afraid to move.
Also,
All of the above.
when someone walks by, jump at them.
Ether. How do you feel about us just helping you out until you're ready to escort us?
Well,
My eyes are like.
I have sold all of my wares for the day, so we could proceed to the museum now if you would like.
Oh, that would be great, as I'm running out of things to do in the promenade.
Understandable, yes. If
I
you
would
are
like to
not
get
one.
some food if possible before.
Yes, of course, there are several stands around if you would like to.
Which is the cheapest? Which.
Do I know which would be?
You know that in the Esper, in the promenade, all the food is free.
Right. Well, it is all free, so feel free to partake in whatever you would like.
What kind of food is there?
Yeah, in that case, I'm looking around for some food, man.
Yeah, so there are people who are outside, like kind of open fire searing meats on like little iron plates. You can see that also there are bigger fire pits where people have larger cauldrons, and it looks like they're preparing stews.
What kind of stew you think they got?
I don't know if I want to know.
Fair, I
don't-
suppose.
I don't.
Sarah's unironically fucking sketchy as shit. What's in this stew? Oh, I don't want to know.
I don't. All of this is very, very odd. Very odd to me.
Yes,
And
me as well.
I'm quite used to knowing exactly what's going into my meals.
One meat stew, please. Extra meat.
Yeah, so you walk up to a lady who just kind of like grabs a small wooden bowl, takes her big ladle, and scoops. And you can see that this is like a beef stew. You can see that there are smaller pieces of vegetables, mostly like carrots and corn, things like
All right,
that.
pick those out.
Just throw them right onto the ground of the promenade and like stomp them with your toes.
I'm an obligate carnivore.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, and you just sink your teeth into the bigger hunks of meat.
well, the
that
broth
remain
is
in-
great.
Yeah, you also devour
So, yeah,
the broth.
just like,
It's like
Yep, very filling, very good.
it's just dribbling down my face. You're not gonna have yours.
Oh, that
seat
that was good.
Yeah, you can see that there's a.
You're gonna have yours.
I from my hood, an owl just like hops up,
Okay.
and I just like pick out the pieces of meat and give them to the owl.
Yeah. So your owl just hungrily devours these
Yeah.
pieces of meat.
I'll
Alright.
eat the rest of it.
I see how it is.
Sorry, I mean I don't think you have to pay for
I'm gone.
it. so-
No.
Yeah, so you just devour, look, offer, run away. Very good.
It's my mantra.
Do you want to? Do you want to have a stew as well?
Yeah, absolutely.
Very good. So the two of you continue to enjoy your beef stew. Ether, you are, I assume, in the general vicinity of these people, since you have declared that you have sold all of your wares. I would imagine you'd begun to pack up your shop.
Yeah, I've kind of packed up my shop, and I'm kind of looking around at the crowd, seeing if anything stands out as odd.
Okay, so are you walking now that you have packed up your shop?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're walking through the promenade. I will say that over the course of a few minutes, they're still enjoying their stew.
Sure.
Jerky has devoured the stew and is now running around through the streets once more. And as you're walking through, you see a greenish man
Okay.
who looks like he's got curious ears, I'll say.
I'm
Okay.
currently talking to somebody in the crowd, asking them about the bone dagger thing.
Okay, so yeah,
Is it real? Did they really use a dagger?
It sounds like it. It's my first day in the city.
I just don't believe it.
I mean, it seems a little, I suppose, I'm a bit skeptical about it, but these are the people who live here. The performances in Oshuamp are legendary. Very notable performers live here.
But it just doesn't make any... How could he get close enough to the big orc?
I don't know. I mean, the stories of Osador, and he gestures towards the enormous statue in the center of the promenade.
What does the statue look like?
You can see that the statue is a very large, black hooded figure. And you can see that on the back of it is this kind of like eye-catching O that is almost not stitched because it's obviously stone, but looks like there are small sinking teeth marks into that O, as though that's how they like stick and poked made it. Instead of painting over, it was dug into the stone.
That's dedication and craftsmanship.
Right? Yep.
Well, the people would fade over time. That's not going anywhere.
And you can see, because you would have walked by, the face is mostly obscured because the hood stretches forward. What you can see of the face looks, I guess, rusted. Almost looks like the face was originally made of metal and has now become a kind of like diluted, awkward green sense. Think Statue of Liberty-esque. So it looks like the face has, transformed over the state of time, and most of the features are gone. All you can see are like the fragmented piece of like nose and the area in which like a mouth was engraved.
I don't see a dagger.
Oh, well, from what I have heard, that's not the statue of Osador for killing the Orc King. That is a different statue.
As this conversation is happening, I walk up and I am just looking directly at Paul's character.
I'm gonna follow along with Ether since he's escorting us.
Yeah.
I imagine we're following along there.
I'm just gonna tag behind.
Yeah, you conclude your stew and you see Ether is walking over.
I'm going to continue my conversation with this man and kind of just glance over and just...
Hello.
How are you?
I'm wonderful. You are a Ganassi.
Oh, you know what I am.
Yes, a water Ganassi. I've only seen one other of your kind during my time in the city, but not a water Ganassi.
You've seen another?
Yes, there is an earth Ganassi. Is a shopkeep, or yeah, I think so. He's a shopkeeper.
Really?
Yes.
I'll have to talk to him. Where is he located?
East District.
Okay. He's in the... I can't remember. I don't think that
No,
was
it's a lot. Don't worry about it.
He's in the East District.
Where?
To the east.
I understand that, but it's large, is it not?
Yes, I am not certain where in the district he is.
What does he sell?
You don't know.
Yeah, I didn't think so. I do not know. I simply know that he is a shopkeeper. I have only seen him in passing.
I'll have to keep an eye out. Thank you.
Yes, if you are interested, I have put a group together. And do I see you guys, I assume, kind of like walking up?
Yeah, we're pretty much right behind
I
you.
just like peek out.
I am taking you to my museum. My name is Ether. I own the museum, the Carriage of Curiosities.
What's in there?
A whole matter of things that are curious in nature and magical in nature. And
Don, roll for insight.
Sure. That is a wowzers 22.
Oh.
You can tell that Paul's character is intensely interested in the idea of you describing what you're talking about. Not so much maybe the bones, but the stories.
Okay, sure.
More into my story.
Because yours didn't seem believable
Yeah.
to him.
I have relics and artifacts from times past, from people that are important to
You're
the city.
welcome.
I have to see them.
I'm
Yes,
gonna
of course, if you would like to come
just
to the
hide
museum.
behind.
Of course. Yes, of course. Anyone else to the museum?
Sir, he wasn't. There's no way he stabbed him with a dagger. It just doesn't make any sense. You live here in the city, yes? So,
Yes.
Oh my god, I already forgot his name.
Ostador.
Ostador.
Mm-hmm.
Did he kill the orc with the dagger?
I know that he did not, correct? Or do I not know?
You don't know whether or not he killed an Orc King at all.
Okay.
Neither do I.
Correct.
I know. Sure. I know.
I was like, that's the lie. It's not the dagger. It's
okay.
who fucking knows.
I am not certain. I know that he is quite an important part of the history of the city, but I am not certain on if he killed an Orc King with a dagger or any other weapon.
Paul, you do recall that you have read and studied about Ostador's crusade. So, I mean, you know he's a real figure. You know he did genuinely lead a crusade.
Not with a dagger.
But in terms of the finer details, no, that is one of the things of which you are not familiar. Mm-hmm.
Now, why do you think it could not have been a dagger?
It just doesn't make any sense. You have to get too close.
That's how cool he is.
So you're just appearing again. Hey, he's cool!
Don't you get, like, I have it.
But what if the king was a
Buy it from me.
Yeah, I mean...
Hey, he pulls out a bone dagger.
Yeah.
No, I really don't.
Okay.
No. She. Yeah, Jerky's a girl.
Mm-hmm.
So you didn't?
No, I'm not doing enough
I
yet.
thought you were actually going to try and sell it to me.
No, I'm gonna try and hitch onto the underside of the carriage or cart going to west.
Okay.
Because I don't think I have a pass, right? I have a pass for east, right?
You may hand this to Jerky.
Hey.
Your Slums East Pass, you know, is capable of getting you to West and North districts as
Oh,
well.
my bad. Never mind.
So you're fine.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
We're not part of that, so I'm not gonna say anything, but,
Nope. Yeah, no, you are unaware of the existence of passes in the city.
Yep.
But she's here, right?
I mean,
I'm in the area. I'm
Yeah.
still around.
Hey, where can I get one of the passes?
it's not like you saw the pass
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
Jerky did not brandish the
right, never
pass.
mind,
If that's
sorry.
just
Yeah,
me
you're right, you're
handing
right.
the pass.
You're right.
Yeah, no.
Shall we
that-
head?
Keep that tucked away.
Shall we head to the museum then?
Immediately.
Yes, of
Yes.
course.
Yes,
And I don't take the cart with me, do I? Because you had
This
said,
one? No.
Yeah,
You
okay.
do not take this card
Okay,
with you.
I did not think so.
Gotcha, good, because then
Mm.
I wouldn't have been able to do that plan.
Uh-uh.
Okay.
So are you all going towards the Western District?
Yes.
what time is it?
I mean, it's only around midday. Like, there's still plenty of Esper.
I do want
On
to
our way
secure-
there, I wanted to pick up a meal.
Okay. Yeah, so would you prefer a stew, or would you prefer one of the grilled meats? There's, like, steaks, there's chickens.
And fish.
Yeah, there's fish. You have a nice big trout.
I'll also say that I've eaten
Yeah,
for...
you're good.
Can I grab an extra, like, meat of some?
One extra meat.
Yes, one meat.
I guess like a,
Don't ever ask a vendor that, trust me.
Would you like chicken, steak?
I suppose chicken. It's for the bird. It's not.
Okay.
It's not for me.
Sure. Okay. So yeah, you grab another small portion of chicken.
Like maybe like a guinea fowl or something. Like
Okay.
I don't know what they got, but
I mean,
yeah,
it's
just-
sliced and grilled,
yeah.
so
then
we'll just say
whatever I
that
can get, like a. I guess chicken, because then I can
you. Okay.
rip off pieces.
Okay. So yeah, you have a couple of small hunks of like chicken breast that looked as though they were stewed and broth with vegetables. Okay, so we're all going towards the West District.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm tailing at a safe distance.
Okay. So as you all approach the area, because you're leading them, correct?
Correct.
So as you approach the area towards the Western District, you can see that it looks in the walls. The walls are thick, as though they occupy maybe 20-ish feet thick of stone. They are 40 feet high. You can see that the kind of ridges in them, the balustrades where the crenellations are. You can see that there are guards, like, kind of just casually walking around. The majority of them are eating, like, chicken legs and things like that, throwing the bones off. As you approach the gate to the Western District, you can see that it's a small tunnel that looks like it's about the 30 feet. So you are on the side of the promenade at the entrance to the West District.
Okay.
You can see that there is a pair of guards here at either side who just look at you. Are you done with your day?
I am, yes, thank you.
Very good. Did you have a wonderful time selling?
I did, yes.
Very good. And all things are in order?
All things are in order, yes.
All right. So everyone will be coming inside?
Yes, that is correct.
Very good, friends. Welcome to Oshuamp.
Starting to get a menacing vibe here.
There's no menacing vibe
Oh,
whatsoever.
yeah.
You get one, Sarah gets one, and if you would like to hand this to Paul. Right this way, please, my friends. Right this way.
What is
Oh, those are your passes.
Oh,
for
thank you.
passes for what?
Right this way.
What are these made of? Are these,
Yeah, I know, right?
Are they
rubber?
squishy?
Oh, they
They're
are
made of human skin.
Yeah. So the guards kind of just beckon you along through the tunnel.
Cool.
Thank you.
And as you approach to the other side of it, the portcullis opens once more and a gate opens and you can see a very different looking city. Dirt trodden roads, ramshackled houses, all in straight lines.
Welcome to the West District.
What happened to the city?
Right this way.
I don't think that's the right way to ask that.
I don't.
Yeah, that's rude.
But,
Are you with us?
No.
as I'm walking along, I look around and go, why the difference? Why is this part of the city worse?
It's just the way that it is. The area where the festival happens is a much more prominent area.
Promenade area.
Promenade. Anyway, right this way. I will take you to the museum and show you the place where you can get your lodgings for the evening.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Yes.
Okay. So you begin leading them through the area of the southern part of the West District.
Yep.
You're going through, you can see that the people here they look dirty and covered in, like their chins and cheeks. They look very, frazzled. They look uncomfortable. They look, in terms of their clothes, very ragged. You can see that a lot of them are rushing around, toiling, like kind of upheaving dirt to pack against the base of the walls around the perimeter. As Ether leads you over towards his area, you can see that there is a small fight going on up towards the central part of the district. You can see that there's a slew of guards that rush over and begin separating these people as you hear screams and shouting.
Does it seem like there are more guards here than in the promenade?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
A lot more.
Great.
The whisper's very ominous.
I know.
The music is really ominous.
I'm assuming it does not feel safe.
No,
Here.
it does not.
Gonna walk with my hand just on my sword, just ready.
So as you are all walking through, you can see that, again, there are people in crowded areas of streets looking like they're gathering up, and a lot of them are throwing dice against the walls of buildings at the end of streets. And Don, you lead them straight through to your museum.
So as
and
we
your
approach
museum is
this,
in a nicer part of town,
nope.
right?
So we walk down this, dusty, kind of spooky street, and you see several tents that are tied to the front of a wagon that the wheels have been broken off of. So the side of the wagon has kind of been busted through like a door and is just sitting on the ground, and that is the entrance. And you can see there's a wooden board that's been kind of nailed to the top and crudely written as Carriage of Curiosities.
Oh my.
Welcome to Oshuamp Ball.
I don't know that you sold bones. Did you tell me that you sell bones?
Nope.
No? Okay.
The gang befriends
Yeah,
a
you
serial
think
killer.
relics and shit.
Yeah, relics.
Say, when you said museum, this isn't quite what I had in mind.
pass. I'm sorry.
I'll have to get you another one for next time.
I can glue it.
Note to self, do not bend the past.
I thought it could take a little more bending.
So I'm gonna.
Did a storm come through? What's wrong?
No, this is quite normal for the West District.
Is this also where you sleep?
Well, I stay in. I point to the kind of, if you
describe what it looks like.
Let me hop over.
The inn across the way.
You staying at an inn?
Yes.
Did you live in the city?
Yes.
You have land. Is this land? Would this be considered land? Enough of a no. a place.
Yeah, think like adjacent to his wagons are boarded up homes that look like, ramshackled wood slabs have been nailed quickly into, provide support in terms of preparing
For support?
Yeah.
Did you just...
The roofs are caved in for many of these homes. Like, a lot of them have patchwork thatched roofs that have large areas missing, and people are rushing and taking the mud and attempting to patch over wood and fill these areas in their roofs. That's why they're digging.
Oh, Dennis, there's some lovely filth down here. Did you just find this wagon here?
Yes, the wagon was here when I arrived, and I managed to, gather the tents and things in my journeys and built my museum. So if you would like to come inside, and I walk over towards
inside.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you may describe your place of business.
So you walk in and you see that there are these large wooden poles kind of just holding up these tents as the tops are, kind of sagging in, because they're tents that have been tied together. And you can see there are some crude wooden shelves on top of which are several bones, a lot of bones. And in the center... Are these
piles of bones?
No, they're individually separated
okay.
out.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see in the back part of the room, you can see one thing hanging on the wall that's kind of shrouded in shadow, and there's another thing in a sitting on a crude little wooden stand. There is a single bone, and you can see that there is light shining through the top of the tent on this, and it's just a piece of a fragmented bone.
What is the important one there?
That is a fragment of the bones of the Ancient Ones.
Oh.
I'm sure you passed them on the way
Is it out?
Ask the person who stored it. Is it out?
Is it out?
Yeah, it's just on the table.
I'm gonna pick it up and look at it.
Hmm? Describe your bone.
So it's a very small, jagged fragment of bone.
I
Little
can't
curvature
I can't
to it.
discern.
Yeah, it just
what part of the body it would
No,
be from.
it's got a little bit of a curvature to it.
Yeah, it's like a piece of a larger bone. It's not it doesn't start to.
It looks like
around.
splintered towards the edges, very fractured. You can see the marrow inside.
Yeah.
Perhaps it's my toe.
What is this again?
That is a fragment of the bones of the Ancient Ones. That is the only one in existence that I am aware of.
What is an
I'm sure you
one?
passed them on your way in. You have to have seen them. The extremely large bones jutting out of the snow.
Did we see large bones jutting out of the snow?
You did not.
Did I?
You did not.
There were no bones.
I don't know what you mean.
Can I do
Are you
insight,
sure these were large?
insight check?
Yes, of course.
Large to you?
Yes.
You may insight him.
In reference to what are they
18.
large?
I mean, if you're gonna inside me, you inside John. That shit's on my map. So you're gonna inside Mr. DM on that one.
There's a reason they didn't see the bones.
I know.
So we can tell he's telling.
As far as I'm aware, they're there. Should be.
So
I'll say
Oh yeah, there you can tell that he has seen.
He's
bones.
he's being genuine. He's not trying to.
Correct.
pull
There's
them
an
over.
earnestness to his voice and sincerity to it. That he is clear that there are bones of the Ancient Ones. What that means, whatever.
Who
are
are these
the
ancient
ancient
ones?
There were no bones.
And why do you only have this tiny piece if there's giant bones? Why didn't you bring more bones in?
The bones are extremely large and near unbreakable. As I said, this is the only piece I have been
just
able
gonna
to
whack
recover.
this in front of you.
Please do be careful with it.
Breakable.
Why? It's nearly unbreakable.
Are you in the tent now?
No.
His head.
This is my internal commentary as I'm watching you guys. I'm like, why are you gonna be careful? It's nearly unbreakable.
Do I know information about the Ancient Ones to be able to convey that to them, or do I just know the name?
You just know the name.
Okay.
You just know colloquial. They are described as the bones of the Ancient Ones. That's the going story about them, because to you, what you know of them, and from what you have seen of them, they are just massive bones sunk into the earth that protrude out.
I'm gonna gesture to Aether towards them. Do you guys didn't see these bones? No. And as he looks, I'm gonna go and try and bite it to see if it's sturdy.
Yeah. So you bite at it and you splinter a small piece of it, and it just kind of pierces into your lips. Okay? But you break a small shard off of it. It makes a noise, though.
Yeah.
It definitively makes a noise, and he's right there, so he hears that.
What have you done? Your teeth must be very strong to bite through that.
No.
Perhaps you can chew through the other bones.
May I see your teeth?
I make the same smile.
I'm gonna look.
From this distance, yeah.
I mean, describe your teeth, Paul.
Their teeth.
Okay. So they're normal
Yeah,
humanoid
okay.
teeth.
It's a 19.
Yeah, normal humanoid teeth. They don't look like they have anything definitively suspicious or extraordinary about them. Just look like teeth.
This
And how
Very
big was the
interesting.
piece that...
Maybe like 1/4 of an inch, 1/8 of an inch.
I'm sorry, you said it was unbreakable, though.
it is okay. Do not worry about it. And I set the fragment back on the table.
You did.
I'm
You
gonna
did say
put the
that.
little piece next to it.
You can have that for you, my friend.
Thank
5-second rule.
I appreciate it.
Of course. Welcome to Oshuamp.
Put it in a little pouch.
I don't know what you all want to do. Like I said, city is
I'm
entirely
still
Well, I
yours.
make a note of the magic
you're
bones in
watching.
the pouch now.
Where are you watching from?
The hole in the top of the
So-
Places.
So I walk around and show you guys more of the bones and describe, the various...
Any other stories you want to tell? That's up to you.
Sure. So I will point out that... so I will grab a larger bone that looks to be larger than a humanoid bone. Not like giant, just larger than a humanoid bone. This is the leg bone of Yazgash, the orc woman that assisted Ostador in reclaiming the city from the orcs during his crusade.
May I?
And I just...
Yeah, that's definitely an orc.
Work on, can confirm. Where did you get this? Do people just leave these lying around?
There are many things out in the cold to be found.
Just slowly hand it back?
So,
Okay.
you seem to have a thing for bones.
Yes, I believe that things in nature should be used for good, to respect and honor the dead. The things must be used as honorably as possible.
Okay.
That's why I make the daggers
Such as
and the
jewelry.
Yes. What was once,
Is-
a trash in the snow is now someone's jewelry.
I do that while his attention is...
I don't even know what you did.
I'm just standing there like. Oh my.
Oh my.
As Aether looks back,
And I reach over and pull the thing that's kind of shrouded in shadow off of the wall, and you see that it is a giant, mace ball at the end, spikes coming out of it.
That's
And
very
I'm gonna-
nice.
I'm gonna step.
Time to die.
I'm gonna
This
step
is
behind my companion.
this is a
when as soon as you
weapon.
pull that out.
This is a weapon that I found out in the snow, belonging to, I believe, one of the soldiers that helped Ostador.
is it made of bone?
No, this
Okay.
it's like a big,
It's a Morning Star.
Yeah, it's a Morning Star black metal,
Mm-hmm.
kind of rusted from being in the snow.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's very sharp.
Not the
Please,
points.
please
Yeah.
do be careful.
Yeah, no, you can feel the metal around it. It does feel a little bit like withered almost, like there's veins in it now. Because it has existed out in the snow for so long, it's begun to break down. It's not like fragile, so it doesn't break or fracture or anything when you touch it though.
Yeah,
Interesting.
I then take it and hang it back up on the wall.
So during the winter, do you go outside the city to find these bones, or do you find them all within the city?
No, I do venture out into the snow. Yes, I have things that I must take care of and find more things to sell and to display. Yes,
It's very brave.
thank you.
I've heard the winters are harsh.
They are quite rough. Yes, they can be cold and unforgiving.
Such as winter.
Have you ever witnessed what happens when it changes?
The seasons? I mean, I must have.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, if you want to describe.
Yeah, so I mean,
that
the
process.
sudden onset traditionally comes with a very heavy snowfall, but the temperatures drop very rapidly, and then the average daily temperature beyond that does not exceed the freezing point. So you're looking at, 20-ish degrees terms of the midday highs, and then at night, we're into sub-zero temperatures.
But you've never been outside when it happened?
You have.
Yes, I have been outside. I have witnessed the change of seasons. It is...
The sun,
Yeah.
the sun will set. The sky is very clear. No stars, anything like that. And it's just sudden gusts of wind. The snows begin to pour. And it just gets very, very cold.
Okay.
And this is predictable.
Uh-huh. Always happens on the 1st.
That's very odd.
So it's supposed to happen tonight?
Uh-huh.
Yes, it will happen tonight.
Which means we cannot leave after tonight.
You
I
cannot...
want to watch it
And no one can come in.
happen.
I don't like that game.
Oh, you'll learn that I is a DM. Very
If
good.
you would like, I can show you your lodgings for the evening.
Oh, well, it's still kind of early in the day, is it not?
Well, you could at least
Oh,
you know,
that's-
get your rooms and
That's true.
rest from your long journey.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So yeah, we walk out of my carriage of curiosities and back, stepping over the fragments of wood on the ground on the inside of this spooky, burned out cart, and I walk immediately across the street to, if you would like to describe,
few houses over to the
A
quiet.
very nice place.
So Ether is leading you over to a rundown building that has holes patched with straw, mud, and other construction materials. The roof is rough and in shambles. It's a 2-story building. You can see that the front is, again, like wattle and daub construction, meaning it's like very heavily and densely packed. So it looks like it's a little bit nicer than most of the other buildings on this street. As you're walking over, you can see a man who is just kind of like hovelled over, like hunched over. He's in a very heavy, dense cloak, and he's just kind of walking towards the pack of you and just, got any money, Ether?
Yes, of course. I assume I'm familiar with this man. No, so he knows me.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'll pull out 3 copper and hand it to him.
Thanks, mate.
You're welcome.
And he begins to walk down there.
Did you know that, man?
No,
Then why did you give him money?
he looks like he could use it more than I.
He knew you.
Many people know who I am.
Are you popular?
I sell bones.
I don't think that's very common.
Pretty strange.
Pretty sexy
There's
business.
not many people who sell bones.
No, there are.
Niche market.
I don't know any others that sell the things that I sell.
So you've kind of cornered the market here in Oshuamp.
In a
Do you
way,
have-
yes.
Many customers.
My most profitable time is during the Esther, of course. That is when I sell most of my things. I am not in the city often. I am often journeying out into the cold. This is where I met Malo, and you see the raven sitting on my shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
What's it called?
Malo. M-A-L-O. To double check that name, I'm almost positive
I
that's correct.
attempt to pet the crow.
Don, do you have any objection to an individual petting your crow?
Nope, she's very friendly.
Yeah. So you pet the crow.
Raven, sorry, not crow.
Raven, sorry, yeah.
Are ravens are smaller than
Yeah,
crows?
no, ravens are bigger.
Ravens are the
Yeah.
big ones.
Yeah, it's a big bird.
Mm-hmm. This is Siege Street after all.
Oh no.
Yeah, so you walk over to this rundown building. Again, it's not dilapidated. It looks like it's in a fair in quotations.
It looks better than the
State. Correct. Comparatively, this looks like a slightly nicer building. You can see that there is lantern light illuminating the shuttered windows. There's kind of like a crack in them. And you can see that there is light illuminating outwards. You open the door?
Yep.
Okay. So you open the door and you just kind of, do you beckon your friends inside or do you go in first?
I go in first and hold the door open for them, and I just kind of wave over. Elisa, I have guests.
Oh, good to see you, Ether. Welcome, all of you.
Thank you.
It is, I guess good to see you, at least in the West District.
Are you surprised to see us?
Oh, well, it's still early in the day for the Esther. Usually, people are not brought to me until the evening.
I'd like to secure lodging earlier than
Oh,
Like
of
a-
course. yes, I don't blame you. I wouldn't want to be stuck in one of the rundown vacants either.
Of course not.
Would you like a meal with your lodging for your dinner?
Are we able to like head back to the promenade before the end?
I didn't think so.
That shit don't exist to y'all anymore.
So once we're in the West District, we are in the West District.
There's no going back in Oshuamp.
There is no going back in
So
Oshuamp.
we chose the wrong.
You chose very quickly to be like, let's leave the nice ladies area. Let's go to the west side.
Nobody told me.
Oh, I should have realized West Side.
It is, if you would like a meal, it is 1 silver and 5 copper for the night. If you have your own food, I only charge 7 copper for lodgings.
Okay, well, I'll take a room here, 7 copper.
I have food as well.
So you give 7 copper, you give 7 copper.
I need food.
So you give 1.5 silver.
You should have got some meat from the.
Mm-hmm. Oh, thank you, Ether. These are wonderful patrons. They all look very extravagant. They're a little,
No, yes.
yes, I suppose we could call them new. A little bit exotic, don't you think?
Exotic.
Yes, 2 of them are rare, I would say, yes.
2 of them? Oh, well, the lady and, of course, my friend here.
I was referring to the Asimar and the
To the,
Ganassi.
did you say Asimar?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, your honesty, it's just...
Should I be lying? Oh no! God damn it!
I call him Big Bird.
My mom was wrong. Honesty is not the best policy. But John, I have integrity.
It doesn't matter. Yeah, Oshuamp ain't really a city about integrity or nothing.
I want to click on the equipment.
My good sir, I would recommend you be a bit more soft-spoken about that.
Why?
Is that a problem?
Have you known any other Asimar?
No, not around.
Then maybe that is the reasoning.
So because I'm the only one, I should not tell people.
You don't know how people will react to someone as, I suppose, on the brink of peculiarness as you might be.
I'm going to approach him and start messing with his hair.
Uh-huh.
How can you tell?
Please, take it.
No,
Please cut my hair off. Please.
I don't
I
have
just-
any scissors. I'm
I think I
sorry.
have a knife. Do I have a knife?
Does anybody have a knife?
You had a knife. Didn't.
Did you? Are you asking me to cut it?
Are there any cats
That's
with
up to
knives?
you. You can attempt to have
No,
your hair
that's
cut. Like, those are real
No?
things. I don't remotely mind.
Are you
There
sure?
you go. Got my equipment.
Yes. Because really, I just don't want to wear this wig anymore.
Okay. I'm still like pulling at your hair. How can you tell?
I mean, he told me.
I'm looking at you.
I have seen... I mean, he also told me.
I did.
To be fair.
Yeah,
I did not actually observe it, I was
Yes.
told.
I'm gonna look around your back. I don't see any.
No tail, no nothing.
Just
Yeah.
you don't seem like anything different.
Oh, well. You can tell by my eyes, which are just like opaque gray. Like there's just no color there whatsoever.
Oh, I thought you just had a condition.
You should see a doctor.
I should, yes. I may not look like much now, but my colors show.
Was that a green joke?
What do you mean, sir?
Oh, you have nothing to worry about.
Oh.
You have nothing to worry.
Either I would recommend you give your friends here a bit more of a detailed rundown of the slums. So they...
Slums.
Wait, does this actually say Slum West?
Yeah!
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, they're real upfront about it.
Oh, I didn't.
They seem to be a bit
Dreams.
unprepared for the situation they may have found themselves in,
It's a bit of an
particularly this one.
Yes, I often find it best to let them figure that out kind of visually.
Fair enough. Well,
Figure
I
what
feel
out.
like there's something being kept from us.
not so much kept from you, friend. It's just this side of the city is, well, it has its ways that it functions off of, and I'm sure you'll all make it your home in your own ways. Ideally,
They have their passes.
they have passes.
Yes.
Okay, very good. Okay, I would have given you passes if you were not given any. Usually when the
What do the passes do?
Oh, well, since you are here in the West District, your pass permits you here, or as well to the North District. But you cannot go to the East.
What's in the east?
Oh, the East slums? Slightly nicer.
Oh,
That is-
There's still slums?
Excuse me?
Is there anything but slums?
Oh, yes, of course, the Itarast.
right.
You spell that?
Etarast.
That is the snow.
Itarast.
It is not the snow.
No?
No. The Itarast?
Yes.
What is the?
Oh, that is the center district of the city,
center district.
where the wealthy get to live, in
Oh,
homes with fireplace and firewood and, a little bit
Fire.
less cold.
You would say their
There's
homes
no-
are prone to fire.
Yes, you might say so. No, they are really stone. They're very nicely built.
There's no fireplaces here.
No. Firewood is hard to come by, friends. You would have to go out into the woods.
Is there something wrong with the woods?
Have you not stocked up?
Oh, yes, I stock up.
Do you have any wood we can purchase?
No, I need all of my own wood. But there are people in the city who would gladly sell you firewood.
Where's the forest?
The forest? Oh, it is north of the city.
Can't we just go get wood?
I would not recommend that you leave the city once winter has come, unless you are prepared for the temperatures and harsh weather.
Well, either you venture out.
I do. I would be willing to take you along with me if that is what you wish.
Today.
I would not recommend today, no.
Why?
We only have a few hours left, and I would not like to be outside on the first night.
Does the inn provide firewood?
We do not. I have a fire,
Okay.
but
Oh,
not
one
in
that-
your rooms.
Oh dear.
You'll
So-
be warm and safe here, and if
Yes,
you...
there are ample blankets, and you'll have a fine stay.
Okay.
Well, I've already paid, so I guess.
Get out. Thanks for the cash.
You're welcome.
And I apologize for the situation you find yourself in. I may have not been so forward with the information, but it was better you did not venture into the North District on your own. You would
What's-
have been
what's
in a
in the-
much worse situation had you gone there first.
What is the North District?
It is worse. Oh,
Worse?
well, if you think this is bad, that is much worse.
So basically, the higher tiered passes give you access to all the lower
Correct.
tier districts.
Correct.
Yeah, so I have saved you, just as an aside.
Well, we
Yeah.
could have gone east.
But you might have gone north.
You might not have been permitted in East. Just as an aside.
Well, thank you for your hospitality and saving us from uncertain northness.
Of course.
This whole thing is uncertain northness.
Do I already know where the place is that I need to go?
You are familiar with it being in the center of the city. You do not know the area that it is called, that it is located.
Okay.
But you know that it is in the center of the city.
And there's only one.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Do you know where the university is?
Do you mean the Ancestry Academy?
Yes.
Yes, it is the inner sanctum.
How do I get there?
You, what? What do you mean, how do you get there, sir?
How do I get there? From here, do I just walk inward?
You would have to pass through the Eterast into the inner sanctum.
Thank you.
Do these passes give us access to the Iterast?
No.
Well,
Not remotely.
Can't we just go back to the promenade and get more passes?
No. The promenade is shut down after the Esper.
Is it, what time of day is it now?
It's like middle of the, like maybe 6-ish in the afternoon. So like beginning to hit evening, the sun is beginning to set.
It's shut down now?
Oh, it is not shut down, but the gate is closed. We do not open the gate to the promenade from the Western District.
How did we get in? Is it
Isn't that
one
where
way?
we came from?
No, the
Or is-
guards will not permit you pass.
Once you are in, you are in.
Yes, your passes for the West Slums do not give you access to the promenade.
I'm going to
How do we-
glance back. Just
They had free food there.
just gonna give you a look like he's gonna take our bones.
You took us away from the free food and didn't tell us we couldn't
You
go
had said
back
that
for
you
more.
were done for the day and wanted to see the museum. I simply thought it would be better to take you to a place that I know to be safe than to have you, again, possibly venture into the North District and be relegated to the horrors that reside there.
So what horrors do reside in the North District?
Yes, I'm interested.
Can we, with this pass into the North District and
Yes.
back to the West District?
Yeah.
I mean, you
As
are,
long as you still have your pass.
you are welcome to see for yourself. I cannot really accurately describe.
Have you been there?
Yes.
No, you have.
Yeah, because that's how
You're
I get
fine.
out of the
I
city.
know. You're fine.
That is how I leave the city when I go out into the snow.
Oh.
You can't leave from here?
No, because I cannot pass back into the promenade.
Yeah, the only gates out of the city are the southern gate and the northern gate. You all entered through the southern gate.
Well,
Be glad, friends, that you at least made it out of the promenade with your money still intact.
What?
I did have a risky 10 silver purchase, but
Oh,
Ether.
1 silver.
1 silver, 10 copper.
10 copper.
That's what I meant.
But I did return it in exchange for
Yes.
your help.
And I do appreciate that. I
Of course.
appreciate the bone pipe as well.
You are very welcome.
yes, as the sun begins to set, and she just kind of points through the shuttered window, and you can see that the world around you is beginning to grow a little dark.
I go outside.
Do you?
Yep.
Okay. So yeah, she's just pointing outside. You begin to walk outside.
Oh shit, they're coming outside.
I'm gonna go outside as well.
Okay. As the sun begins to set, and the free ale has everyone a little bit little less cognizant, a little bit less attentive to what is going on around them. The children begin to pick pockets.
Ah,
So it is good that you, I guess, left before the sunset.
The children pickpockets.
Oh yes.
I believe I saw a particularly furry child running around.
Oh, okay.
Do you know anything about the particularly furry child?
I mean, yes, I've heard of her. She's a nice one in her own regards. She's a bit, well, I suppose that she truthfully demonstrates the volatility of the city. There's a little bit of chaos in here for all of us.
Wild card, bitches!
Yeah. So you walk out and you look up and you can see that the night sky, as it's beginning to set, just looks like a sheet of solid black velvet. No clouds, no stars.
No clouds or stars?
No clouds, no stars.
What the heck?
I whip out my journal and start taking notes.
What's the tallest building I can get on top of?
Honestly, her tavern or her inn in this general area.
All right, let's go.
Okay, so yeah, you climb up. As you all walk out, you kind of hear like clambering.
I look up.
Yeah, you see a small cat creature climbing up to the height of the quiet night.
I just
Paul,
sit
you
down.
continue to take notes, and I mean, there's not really anything definitively above you.
Okay.
It just looks
Well,
like
I'm
a.
just gonna look back at the roof, I guess.
Yeah, so yeah, you can see that, the roof again is a little bit dilapidated. It's slightly run down again, patchwork put together.
With a cat on it.
Yep, so yeah, you can see that there is a.
And I'm just staring up at the sky,
Mm-hmm.
not even looking at you anymore.
friend!
Jerky's weakness.
Yeah?
If only I could mimic the sound of a can opener.
Ether, did you stay inside with Eliza?
Yes.
Okay. So, please do not let the Aasimar fall into, trouble.
Of course. Yes, I will keep an eye
Thank you.
on him.
Very good. They would,
Yes, I understand.
very good, as well as the curious green one. They would,
Yes, I only wonder what would have happened had they gone into the North District. I am not sure the guards would have let them pass.
Into the north?
Yes.
Well, I think had they gone into the north, I suppose we could say we would have never met them.
That's yes. They would have passed in and then been gone.
Oh, yes.
I think we're welcome in the north. Getting the
You don't
vibe. I know my character
Yeah.
doesn't, but just me like.
But they're welcome to be guests, and as long as they take care of the rooms and are upfront with their coin, they will always be welcome in the quiet night.
Of course. Thank you.
Come now, Benjamin. And you see that this little boy behind the counter just kind of like walks with her
With a
behind a
crutch.
little door into like the back area where you can see that as she opens it, you're familiar with.
Sure,
This
yeah.
is the kitchen that she cooks in.
Okay. As he's walking, I just crouch down near him and I pull out a leaf and just hand it towards him.
He just kind of like shakily reaches
Yeah.
out,
Here you go, Benjamin.
and as he takes the leaf from your hand and he makes contact with your skin, you hear him give a little and you can see that he wets himself and runs away.
Isn't a normal human boy?
You're not there.
Did I see him when he was
No, he
hiding?
was standing behind the counter,
Oh.
obscured.
Oh, okay, he was that short.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So, the 4 of you are all outside. You are on the rooftop, and the 3 of you are out here looking up at the night sky.
Do
you can
we,
feel a little bit of a chill in the air.
Is it coming from a particular direction?
No, just all around you. It feels almost like the atmosphere is beginning to...
Do I notice any change in like the ambient sound of where we are?
I mean, you can hear continuous, loud, uproarious, like yelling and laughter. You can hear some people shouting in the distance as though there's arguments being held.
Okay.
They sound like they're a few streets over, though. It doesn't seem like there's any real, I guess, business going on in terms of shopkeepers. It seems like the West District slums are a little more vacant in terms of business going on.
Okay.
I'm going to use Druidcraft, and just in my hands, I can predict the weather for the I guess upcoming next 24 hours.
Fucking cold.
Lots of snow.
It's just like a little visual.
Yeah, so you Druidcraft, and in your hands you can see cloudless snow begin to descend from like a sheet, like an almost silky sheen looking black surface, just descending down
Can I see
heavily.
this?
Yes. Can I also see this?
Yeah, Druidcraft creates an illusionary visual thing.
Okay.
I'll walk up to it. What?
Why aren't there clouds?
I look up at the sky
There's no.
and like back down at my.
no
Just a straight black sheet.
I don't think that's the
And
sky
you can
above us.
What is this place?
That's not normal.
Where have you taken us, Ether?
I'm in the building, but I will be
right,
walking
damn.
out now.
Yeah, you walk
He's
out and you can
just
see
saying that to
they're
himself.
gathered
Where have you
around.
taken us, Ethan?
Ether, where are you?
Yeah.
Oh, how do you pronounce your character's name?
Nesgrim.
Nezgrim.
Nesgrim.
Nesgrim.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I walk
That's
out
great.
of the
Yeah, and you
out of the
can see
building now.
that she has this kind of curious-looking little thing in her hands outstretched, hovering over them. You would be familiar that this is an illusory effect. You don't know the spell, but you know that this is magic.
Okay. What is that? Is that the weather, I would guess?
Yes, for the next day.
It's probably the weather for the next several months, to be honest.
It's how long is it usually?
It is
The winter?
Yeah.
8 months.
Yeah, I thought so. Okay. It
Does
is
it always snow?
8 months.
No,
Okay.
it does not always snow.
But it will be extremely cold.
Why is there no clouds?
I am not sure. Have I ever seen clouds when I've been out?
Yes.
Okay. I have seen clouds before, but for this snow, I guess there are no clouds. It happens. The snow could be
Usually,
falling.
on the first snowfall, there are not
Okay.
clouds. That you do know.
Sure.
Subsequent weathering
yeah.
days, there are clouds.
Got it. Yes, on the first snow, there are no clouds, just cold and snow. But on
But then
after that,
where does the
there
snow
are
come
clouds.
from? If not
The
clouds.
sky, somewhere beyond the sky, it is hard to say.
Space snow.
Space snow, yes.
I don't know what you all want to do. You have the city. Like I said, I'm not directing.
Hey, we only have part of the city, sir.
Oh, yeah, you have.
You've restricted us.
Let's scale some walls.
Good luck with that.
It is. The sky is always like this. There are, I assume, stars on the other nights, just not the first one, or there are never.
There are stars
Okay,
on other nights.
So just
Yep. Just
sure.
this night looks
Got
like
it.
a very
Which is standard.
correct.
Okay. This is one of my favorite nights of the year. I spend a lot of time out in the snow, and there are always stars, but tonight is the single night in which there is nothing in the sky. It is calming and beautiful.
I find it quite eerie, actually.
Yeah, I'll take it however you want.
This is a little odd.
Odd is a way to describe
We
it.
see Jerky up on the building.
Yeah.
As we're all.
Yeah, you can see me. I'm not even
Yeah,
hiding.
Jackie's just looking up at the sky.
Do you have my dagger still, Cat?
He knew?
I'm pretty sure I saw you.
You saw me rummaging after I took the dagger.
Oh, okay.
Well, you would know
Well, I
a
would
dagger
know,
was
'cause I
missing from
didn't-
your
I
supply.
didn't sell
Yeah,
it.
but the guard said, everything go okay? And you went, yeah. And he was like,
Sure.
any trouble? And you were like, nah.
I mean,
So you
if he
sound
had said
pretty ignorant.
otherwise,
Fair enough. Okay.
to be fair, if he had said otherwise,
Yeah, you would have gotten in trouble.
You would
I
have
would
gotten in
still
trouble.
say that Ether would be
I would not.
aware
I would
Yeah.
not have told.
that
Yeah, no.
a dagger was taken. You were the only one that was seen rummaging
Right.
through
Yeah,
Ether's
I would
bag.
natural,
Yeah,
natural
I would also
deduction.
not have told the guard. As Ether, I would
Correct.
not have told
Probably
the
a
guard.
good move.
Guy Ether.
Mm-hmm.
Good guy, Ether.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have my dagger, perhaps?
All right, I throw it down at his feet.
Oh, look, it killed the orc.
I made this.
Oh, it's not the one that killed the orc?
No, I crafted this myself.
Oh, okay.
I pick it up and put it on my belt.
Okay. Yeah, you put your bone dagger back.
Just gonna stare up at the tabaxi.
Mm-hmm.
my
You can
owl's
see
gonna
a
like
slight
fly.
blue glint in my eyes.
It's gonna fly off my
Your
out of
owl?
my head, and then
Hey, you!
just land next to.
I'm yelling at you.
What?
You speak?
Yeah?
Thought you were a cat.
I told you, person,
Nah.
cat. Bam.
Oh,
That's not how it happened.
would you like to come
Well,
down?
no, but
Bam! Would you like
It
to
was
come
bam,
down
bam.
and stand with us, or are you going to continue to lord on the building?
Are you wizards?
I'm not a wizard, no.
I'm also not a wizard.
You do magic.
Doesn't mean I'm a wizard.
Is there a difference?
Yes.
What's the difference?
Wizards have to learn things from.
Wait, I'm coming down.
Okay.
Uh-huh. So yeah, you descend, you scale downwards, and you land in front of the group here, standing outside of quiet night.
Who are you people?
Well, my name is Nesgrim.
I'm Ritora.
Sorry, what?
Ritora?
Ritora.
Yes.
Okay.
my name is Ether.
Seen you.
Yes.
I'm gonna kneel down and reach my
Believe
hand out.
we've met.
Yes?
All right, I shake your hand.
Hi, I'm Felix.
Hi, Felix. I'm Jerky.
Hi, Jerky.
Lived in this city all my life.
Like the meat?
Yep.
Finally, I can put a name to the face.
Mm-hmm.
I pull
So
out
what are you
my,
all doing
I
here?
begin to pet Jerky.
Yeah.
Scratch him across the face.
Yeah. Make your attack roll.
Lethal damage, please.
Nat 20.
No, I got a 9.
9. So
So I just swat at you.
Paws at you, and you just kind of lurch backwards a little bit as you begin to, attempt
Paws
to pet.
out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, fully out.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Jerky liked that very much.
Don't do that.
Back away from
And I get all poofy.
the cat that followed us here.
Mm-hmm.
I pull out my pipe and light it, and I cast light on the pipe so it just kind of glows as I'm smoking.
Mm-hmm.
Sick.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's getting dark, so.
Does mine do that as well?
Do you know the spell light?
I do.
Then yes.
And I cast light on mine and make
Very
it
good.
glow.
Wait, how are you doing this? You all have magic.
I'm a wizard.
Okay.
I'm not a wizard.
But you're the bone man, right?
Yes. The bone wizard, if you would like to call me that, that's fine.
Okay. Do you know how to bring people back from the dead?
That is a tough question.
But it's not a no.
I don't prefer to do that, and it also depends on how long they have been dead.
How about 12 years?
Then no.
Okay, then never mind.
Who was it that died, and how did they die?
Oh, it's my parents. So just, figured I'd ask.
Some lighthearted conversation.
How did they die?
I don't know.
They just a mystery?
Yeah,
How old are you?
12.
Oh.
Cat ears or...
I think there's just years.
I'm gonna lean over to Ether. Maybe somebody needed pelts.
It is possible, but unlikely.
They're tiny, easy to know.
Where are your parents buried?
In a mass grave in the East District.
So not somewhere that we can go then.
Oh, I can go there.
Are there...
But I cannot.
And I pulled the East District pass out.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you get to other districts then?
Steal a pass. That's what I did.
There's no other way.
I mean, unless you get a bunch of money.
Do you have to pay for different...
You pay for everything in this city.
Oh, boy.
Anything can be purchased in
I
Oshuamp.
I don't have any money.
The first taste is
No
free.
one has any money.
It's Oshuamp. Uh-huh. Jerky, are there others like you in Oshuamp, or...?
Tabaxi?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not the only one.
I've never seen a tabaxi before.
Pretty spread out.
Or not see.
We're an odd bunch, yeah.
Everybody.
I would not be obvious about who you are to people. I would not, as Elisa said, I would not mention loudly or really at all that you are what you are.
What is he?
I am human.
Strong.
Not a good deception check. I'll help you work on it.
I am human. Yes.
Hello, fellow humans.
Hello, fellow human.
Use that line. That'll
Yeah.
work.
It shows camaraderie.
Yes.
Should I also be a human? I don't think I can.
No, there's plenty of elves.
I am an elf.
I mean,
Do you have access to the grave that your parents are buried in?
Just
Yeah.
cover my ears.
Go there every once in a while.
I don't think I'm gonna blend in.
Could you bring me their skulls?
What the fuck, man?
I would be able to help them, but I need a piece of them.
What would you do with them?
I would honor the dead and help them pass on.
Are you gonna turn them into necklaces?
No, I would not turn them into necklaces.
Maybe a nice bowl.
Bowls, perhaps, yes. No, I would help them pass on to the beyond. I mean, death is simply the next step in life. We transform and pass on into something and somewhere else. I don't know. I
Is that a
died.
common belief in Oshuamp?
There are those that believe in it, and there are those that do not. It's everyone has their own
Slowly
beliefs.
back away as this conversation is happening.
Sure.
Like walk around the block.
No, I don't want to go digging around a mass grave.
Oh, you just did something that John wanted. Oh, no.
Oh, how dare you leave the one location
You don't get
you've been-
mugged.
Yeah. So you begin.
I'm just walking. I don't have anything in my hands.
Sure. So yeah, you begin, walking.
Avoiding noise.
It's all around you, sir.
Oh, it's very loud?
Yes, it's very loud. Like I said, you can hear people arguing. You can hear, like, dice being thrown against walls. You can hear people, like, singing joyfully, a little bit sloppily, as though they might be drunk themselves. You can also hear shouting of ordering commands.
Ooh, where's the shouting coming from?
North of you. Well, northeast,
How
since
far?
you are
Does
still
it sound
on...
like it's far away?
It would sound like it's a few streets over, much further than the gambling, like the sounds of dice against the walls.
I'm gonna walk that way.
Okay, so you walk out into the slight more open area. So the area where you were, the ground is very brownish dirt. It almost looks like it might be packed clay, actually. And as you walk over, the ground turns slightly more gray-hued, as though this clay has been kind of packed a little bit differently. It feels very firm under your feet, but it feels like this area is a little bit different. And as you leave the street that you are on, you hear the screaming from what is north but would be to your left. So you turn towards that. Mm-hmm. Okay, so 3 streets up, you can see the ground looks like it actually begins to turn to a little bit more kind of like a crude cobblestone, where it doesn't look like it would be set in very well. It might look a little bit jagged from a distance, but you can see that there's a small cobblestone walkway.
Like you might break your ankle trying to walk.
Possibly.
Or possibly.
But yeah, you can hear that there are people shouting up from that general area.
Can I see them or no?
You can see them at the edge of your vision. Do you have dark vision?
No.
So, it's not night, but the slums are not the nicest lit area. The sun has mostly set. There are some houses and businesses that do have torches lit in front of them, so there's kind of like an ambient glow. But in that area ahead of you, the only real thing that you see is the white of the stones.
And I can't make out what they're shouting?
No, it just sounds more like an argument, as though like gruff, perhaps interpretable as combat?
Nah, gonna look to my right.
So you look to the right.
Yep.
You see only about 3 streets over is the wall that would be at the edge that would have transformed back into the promenade.
Okay. I'm just gonna kind of like, look around.
So you stand where you are and
Yep,
just kind of generally look around.
Yep.
Yeah. So you see that there are people just kind of like small gatherings in various streets, because from where you're standing, you're capable of seeing 6 different streets. So 3 and 3 on each side. You see small packs of people, like I said, about 1 street over, looking like they're throwing dice against a house. You can see that one has like a pair of people up against a wall with flagons of ale in their hands, and they are just joyously singing and talking. You can actually see back towards the area of a wall a person that looks like they are in a little bit of a glimmering chainmail armor walking. Mm-hmm. In a line along the wall. Would be heading west.
Okay. Looks like a guard.
Correct.
Okay. Just gonna kind of chill out here. Listen to what people are saying if I can hear anybody, and just
okay.
Just
so yeah, you can hear a little bit going on from the dice game, where you can hear people talking about winning numbers coming up, a number being higher than another, people exchanging small amounts of coin, fighting over it, and being very argumentative about the amount of 4 copper being lost, and somebody saying that was their wages for the day.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, just gonna chill out here for a little bit.
Okay. What's everybody else doing?
I suppose we're still standing outside of the lodgings that we were led to, staring up at the sky.
Where'd the green man go?
I'm not sure.
I would not advise that he be out on his own. We should attempt to find him.
Should we go look for him?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's see, I have...
Can you do me a favor? Can you begin clearing? You can take the walls and the people and the houses. What would you like to cast, Sarah?
I guess.
Yeah,
Where is it?
you can take it.
Oh, I guess I didn't take it. Never mind. Never mind.
Okay. So you all begin walking down the street then?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you head over to an area. Ether, you're familiar with where you are walking. You know
Sure.
that you're walking to the end of this street.
Yeah. Before I finish this, I would like to kind of crouch down and look at the footprints on the ground and see if I can kind of determine which way he might have gone. So
In terms of yeah, you're fine. In
Yeah.
terms of fresh prints, you can see that they
Okay.
walked back this way.
Sure. Great.
Bel Air.
Looks like he may have gone this way.
Yep.
You can tell.
Okay, well, you lead the way. If you're able to track him, we'll follow you.
It's going to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're no longer in the promenade.
Thank you, Ostador.
Yeah, so you walk back towards this area. Ether, you are familiar with where you are walking. It's only about, 10 to 12 houses down, so it only takes you maybe a minute or more, 2 minutes approximately, to walk to the end of this street, and you see Felix standing in the center of this smaller, slightly dullish gray-looking area of clay road beneath you, and he is just standing kind of looking around at the things in the vicinity.
Felix, be careful. I would not wander off on your own.
Why?
I mean, it is getting to be nighttime, and people are going to be desperate on the first night.
What?
This is not the time that you want to be alone.
What?
Desperate for what?
Desperate. Desperate for bones?
No, Coin.
I'm gonna check and see if my coin purse is still on me.
Your coin purse is still there.
Good.
Knowing that, I'm going to check mine as well.
Your
Hopefully
coin
it's
purse is still there.
I'm also going.
Your coin
I
purse
note
is
where
still there.
everyone checks.
You do. That's fine.
Are you behind me? Because it's
I'm
obscured.
Oh, you got the cape, right?
Yep.
Now, I don't want to see any cat capers.
No, I'm more a cat burglar.
Mm-hmm.
Can you grab some of the walls over there and just get them
Yeah.
Yeah.
out of the way?
What are you all doing?
Well, I suppose we should go in for the night if it's going to get started.
We're not gonna watch the change?
I think the change has happened.
I'm curious.
I don't
about
think
the-
it has. What's like the temperature?
It's
feel
a
like?
little chilly, but it does not feel like it is, the described wintry effects.
Would you
I'm
like?
curious about the described wintry effects myself.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to wait around until our purses get robbed?
Did you not want to see the bookstore? The
I do.
tattered tomes?
There's
I
a
do.
bookstore.
Yes, but
Yes.
maybe tomorrow.
Maybe now.
Would you like to go now?
Yeah.
Let us go now.
Is it evening? It's like,
Yeah, it's like 6 to 7-ish p.m.
I'm gonna walk around with my hand on my coin purse.
I will do
Okay.
the same.
Yep. I'm gonna have my hand. It's covered. You can't
Everybody
see it.
grabbing their dollary dues. Okay.
Can I just like fasten mine around my neck, like under my
Mm-hmm.
cape?
So, Ether, does your map have the tattered tomes on it?
Almost positive that it does not, because I don't remember that being listed, and you before told me that I don't know where it is, so no, don't know.
Correct.
As I've said before,
Knows it's in the West District,
Let's
but
wander
does not
around
know
in the
where.
dark.
as I have said before, I do not know the location of this store. I know it is in the West District,
We
but I am
we
not
could
certain.
ask those happy people over there.
I would not go over there.
I'm gonna
You're-
walk
you
over
are.
there.
What's
To
over
the
there?
happy drunk people.
Okay. So yeah, you walk over to these two men who are standing with their backs against the wall. They look like they're wearing, tattered shirts where they have like patchwork, little sewn-on pieces to them. A lot of them look like their areas look like they are dirty, as though they have recently been doing things. As you're approaching, you can see that there's actually a torch on the edge of the building right above them, so kind of illuminating them. And as you get close, you can see that their hands look very stained with like grayish dirt or clay. And you can see that they're still dancing now, kind of like little hop stepping right against their backs against the wall.
I'm gonna kind of
hop over, kind of like them, trying to match them.
What the fuck are you?
I'm gonna hang back. Definitely gonna hang back.
What the fuck are you?
I'm hiding.
Hey,
behind.
hey, guys, he's with me. He's cool.
Who the fuck are you?
Come on. You know me. I'm Jerky.
The fuck is jerky? I don't. What the fuck do you mean you're jerky?
We gotta get out of here.
Let's go south real fast.
Hi. I'm just looking for the bookstore.
I ain't fucking talking to you.
Why not?
Fuck is wrong with you?
We should go.
What do you mean?
Why do you look like that?
I was born this way?
It was a horrible curse.
What the fuck kind of curse you mean? Why are you here if you're cursed?
I'm not cursed.
It is not a contagious curse.
Anyone who hurts him dies immediately.
It is okay.
That's the curse?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you will grow very ill, and boils will grow on your skin.
And you will turn green.
Who the fuck cursed you?
My mother?
Why would she do that? What the fuck is wrong with... Why would she curse you?
Just shrug.
She was an evil woman.
Oh. Oh.
We should go.
What kind of evil?
I wasn't...
Was she magic?
I wasn't cursed.
Was she magic?
No.
And how'd she curse you?
I'm getting out of here.
She didn't.
So then what the fuck are you?
I'm a Ganassi.
Oh no.
Tried to save you. Now you're going to be skinned.
Now you're going to be scared.
You, how'd you get here? Where are you from?
I'm from Yengema. Have you heard of it?
No, I've always been in the city.
Oh.
Why ask?
But are there more like you in that Yengema?
There's only 2 people here, right?
Correct.
I'm gonna walk forward then.
Okay.
Is there any way I can crawl up to get a vantage point on looking down on this situation?
I mean, yeah, you could go up the street adjacent to them.
Okay. And I'll
Climb up the little building that they are, backs
lean
to.
up against. Alright, just get over them.
Felix, I think it may be time for us to go.
Felix, eh?
Oh my god!
Oh no.
You're telling people I'm cursed? You're giving people my name? Gee.
Cursed Felix.
Felix,
Alright.
your address is also your social security number, is it not?
Yes, would you like my credit card?
Yes, please, actually.
The last 3 numbers on the back.
And the expiration date, please.
And your building zip code.
Of course.
So, your mother cursed you.
No, I was born this way. The elf is wrong.
I am never wrong.
Oh, he says he ain't cursed.
He doesn't know.
He doesn't know he's cursed?
But I can see it, and I kind of just jingle the bands around my neck.
See what? Yeah, he's green. Of course he's fucking green. I can see that. Why the hell do you need a necklace to see he's green?
This isn't
There's
working.
more things that you can see beyond
This
the
guy's-
surface.
Like his bones?
Not his bones specifically, his aura is cursed.
I wish I had prestidigitation.
Do not go near him.
What do you mean his aura? He's magic.
But he is
No.
not magic.
Ether, was his skull not bumpy in a way that...
I have not personally felt this
Do
man's
not-
skull. I do not wish to touch his skull while he is alive.
I'm just gonna...
So, you just got here? Where are you staying?
around the corner, and I point the opposite direction.
Alright, the homestead?
Yep.
Good place.
What's your favorite part?
Of the homestead?
Yes.
Oh, I mean, Harold's a funny man.
Harold.
Yes.
Does he often tell stories?
Does, actually.
Ah, has he been in Oshuamp long?
He has. He's a good man.
Good to know, thank you.
You're welcome.
Harold is a nice man.
Harold is a nice man.
Yes.
I'm just gonna smile. So do you know where the bookstore is?
Huh? Your ears.
Oh no.
Yes.
Fuck is wrong with your ears?
His ears are cursed.
I cut them.
You cut his ears?
I cut his ears, yes.
So he should be turning green. He hurt him. You said he's cursed. Anyone who hurts him turns green. You're cursed.
He allowed me to cut his ears.
You still hurt him.
It was a cosmetic surgery.
Yes.
The fuck is cosmetic.
I altered him to reflect my ownership of him.
You own him?
I do, yes.
I'm cursed. My mother was evil. This man knows where my name.
So you're
I'm just
from
gonna-
Yangema?
Yes.
I'm just gonna like
Roll for deception.
while they're like having this discussion, I would like to just like really like quietly come up and just
20
link arms with
bonus.
Felix and just lead him away from this.
Who are you trying to lead away?
Felix.
Okay.
Like while they're talking about like.
Wait. What's with the pretty one?
Oh, thank you. What do you mean?
You got pretty flowers in your hair.
Yes, I put them there.
You did?
Yes.
Where did you get them?
I'm from the south.
Oh, there's lots of places south.
From,
Which one?
From the. I just looked at it.
Everyone tell me your information.
From Ave? John, help me. You wrote this. I don't know the name of the city.
The Avith Woods.
The Avith.
Yes.
The Avith Woods.
Oh, they got pretty flowers like that there?
Oh, yes.
What the fuck you doing in this city then? It's just dirt. If you like flowers, you came to the wrong place. Flowers die here.
Oh, well, nobody told me that before I came. And
But would you not notice a flower bloom in a place as bleak as this?
I mean, yeah, but they don't bloom here.
Such is her beauty in your city.
I mean, her flowers are gonna die.
They're preserved.
What the fuck's preserved?
It's like cursed.
Her flowers
Just
are
gonna
cursed.
slowly
It's
back
like the
up with you.
opposite of cursed.
It is the opposite of a curse.
Uncursed?
Yes.
Your flowers are uncursed.
I think blessed would be the correct.
Oh, they're Ostador's flowers. He blessed them.
I just kind of look over at Retora.
Please.
Are there any loose
didn't do
bricks
Stop
up here?
speaking.
I didn't do anything.
No, the roofs are thatched.
Thatched.
Well,
Yes.
friends, this has been fun, but I think it's time we move on.
We're gonna go to the bookstore now.
Oh,
Stop talking.
Okay.
Talking.
it's that
Thanks.
way.
What's this guy look like?
Which way does he point?
To the opposite
Who
side
is-
of the
what's
street.
this-
What does he look like?
Yeah.
I bet he's a human. He sounds like a human.
Oh yeah, both of these men are human.
Ugh.
Disgusting.
Do you audibly ugh from wherever you are?
Yeah, I mean,
so
pretty
both
high
of
up.
them look a little older. They both have, the one is mostly bald. He's got little patches of gray hair on like the side of his head. You can see that he's got bright blue eyes. He looks a little like gaunt, like he looks thin. Not unnaturally, but he looks malnourished.
Yeah.
The other one has like thinner, longer gray hair. It kind of comes scraggly down the sides. He's got like a little gray goatee. He is the same where he looks reasonably malnourished, where he looks very frail.
Well, it's nice to meet you,
Yeah, of course.
gentlemen.
Enjoy the bookstore.
Thank
Almost
you.
like an ineffective combatant type of phrase.
Yeah.
No,
Enjoy the bookstore.
This way?
Yes, just up there. It's on Thieves Alley.
Oh, is it?
I really thought you just slapped Billy. You get out of here!
I tried to grab my pen and it just moved, so I tried to follow it and just threw it instead.
Yeah, Thieves Alley. Towards the end.
I know where that is.
Okay.
It is one street back.
We will follow you then.
Yes.
Yeah, you see Seraphina's, you've gone too far.
Is there any way for me to jump from roof to roof and follow them?
No.
Dang.
This crosses
Okay.
over the little, essentially open area crosswalk. Consider it like a highway.
Gotcha.
It
Okay.
would cross over that.
So I'm
to
just
the
gonna get
opposite
down
side.
and join them when they start walking away.
As you all begin walking away, I'm assuming.
Yep.
Yeah, you can immediately hear them muttering to one another.
Did I charm them?
Yes.
Can I make out what they're saying?
You may roll for
I
perception.
was gonna take charm person too.
Can I try?
13.
Sure.
13?
15.
Mm-mm.
Oh.
You can hear that they're muttering. You can hear fucking curse.
As I'm like,
Uh-huh.
my arm's like linked with Felix, and I'm just like,
You must be careful about letting people know information about you. That's why I tried to tell
Maybe
them
you
were cursed.
shouldn't. Why?
I didn't want them to know you were a Ganassi. I figured cursed is they will not question.
How is that better? They questioned the shit out of me.
But they will question more, and now they know you are a Ganassi and that you are in the city.
That's fine. You said there was
It's-
another one.
Yes, but
As you're walking across, you hear louder shouting coming from what would be perceived as north up towards that cobblestone area that you had saw earlier.
can we hear anything?
I mean, you hear the sounds of what help. I didn't do anything.
What?
Help. I didn't do anything.
Oh, okay.
let us go to the bookstore.
What?
What is?
What's
What
I'm
was
gonna
that?
check this out.
Should we investigate the?
Your delicious morals. I will feast on them.
If you
To the bookstore.
I feel as though that
you
may be a
must.
common thing if no one else is reacting.
it is common, yes. I would
Is it better to not involve ourselves?
not.
We might be able
You
to
should
join
not.
in.
Join in what?
Because, you know, someone's getting mugged probably.
But by
So
who?
then we mug the muggers.
I
I don't think we
suppose.
should mug
He who
anyone.
mugs muggers
I just think
risks
if we
being
join
mugged
him-
himself.
It's
You know,
just
get a
an
couple of
endless
kicks
cycle of
in.
mugging.
Are we walking
All
over
right, we'll go to
towards-
the bookstore.
We're going towards these alleys.
Yep.
Yes.
Ha!
I'm very concerned about the noises coming, but I'm very small and very afraid.
Yeah, I mean, you hear somebody like sputtering and sounds like they're coughing. You hear loud, dense, you know.
What? What is?
Yeah, I mean, you
Yeah.
hear the like thud of fist. You hear people continuing to yell for help.
I wouldn't look around.
I just got here.
I think it's best if we just walk by with our eyes down.
I wouldn't
I would not-
put your eyes down.
I
See
would
nothing, hear nothing.
not put your eyes down, but I also would not ask too many questions.
You don't have a hood. You have a fucking cape, man. Oh, I know. I'm very happy you specified cape. Show me your face.
See nothing, hear nothing.
Yes, that is. I would recommend the best policy. Yes.
I guess
Do you
I-
put your hood up?
I have a hood.
All right.
I also have.
Do you still have your flowers poking out, or do you choose to cover your flowers?
I choose to cover the flowers. I, Sarah,
But in real life,
am not going to do that because
Sure.
this headband is going to fall off my
Okay.
head.
Okay.
I also have that
You put
cowl
up your-
thing that I put up.
Okay.
And I hide all of my hair in it.
Very good.
Just all of it.
All
And
right.
Again, this is not the right color at the moment.
Okay.
Or what time is it?
It's around like 7 to 8
And
p.m.
how's the weather?
It's getting colder.
cold.
It's getting colder. You
So-
can feel like an occasional sporadic snowflake fall every once in a while.
As that starts
Try
to
to catch him
happen,
with my tongue.
Yeah.
my hair does start to lose
What?
its color.
Your color.
I was trying to think of something to be like, oh, I do this, and I was like,
Do
I got nothing.
Do I notice her hair color changing?
Yes. Looks like the color just seeps out and it becomes white.
White, yeah,
Mhm.
and as well as like the color of my clothes start to darken, the flowers
why
start
do you
to.
look like me now?
That's a
I mean, I
neat.
wouldn't-
That's a neat trick.
She is cursed.
You need to stop.
I'm kidding. She is not cursed.
I know she's
I
not.
don't like hearing dice rolls from behind me. It's
Oh, it's
scary.
fine.
Unbreakable bones are breakable. People are cursed that aren't.
Nothing is true
Do
in
you ever
Oshuamp.
tell the truth?
Yes.
He's not telling the
I
truth.
think in Oshuamp, no one tells the truth.
Immediately after I said she was cursed, I said she was not cursed. It is a joke. Referencing when we were in the alley and I said that you were
21.
cursed
21 insight.
because of your green skin.
I get it.
Thank you.
What were you rolling inside about?
Whether or not he is always lying.
No,
Mm-mm.
I'm pretty honest.
Except when he's not.
It sounds like there's an
That's how you get
earnestness
away
in
with it.
that he believes what he believes. So conviction,
he's doing
I
his
suppose
best.
you would be best
He's
described
doing his very
as.
best.
Correct.
John, I feel like you're actually a Dalai Lama.
Thank you.
He believes what he believes.
Thank you. That's what Thievery is. He believes what he believes, wholly in conviction. So we continue to walk up Thieves Alley?
Of course.
Sarah, make a perception check.
11.
Okay. And all of you roll perception checks subsequently.
Ooh.
Oh, that's a good roll.
13.
13,
17.
17,
18.
18.
23.
Noise.
Okay.
My passive is a 16, but
Sure.
for the roll it's a 13.
Okay. So you all kind of hear as the sun has now set, okay, and the world around you has become very dark. You do not have dark vision. You do. You do. You do.
It'll be under features and traits.
Oh, it wouldn't be
Features
under.
and traits,
Okay.
yeah.
I thought it would have been under like near languages and stuff. That would make sense. Yes, I do have dark vision.
Okay. So the beautiful four over here, blessed with dark vision, and the one sadly cursed. Without it.
You will never see again.
You see this small child kind of quickly run by you and lightly bump into the back of Retora, and then rush up the alley.
Hey! I invented that trick! Get back here!
Okay. You just continue. You hear a little bit of a giggle from the child as it
All right.
runs by into the darkness.
I'm running after.
You run after the child? Yeah. Okay. So you turn and you begin to dash after it. As you do, from an alley,
Oh, god damn it.
in between two of the houses, this small parade of like 5 children just begin rushing out, throwing a ball into the street in front of you.
Yeah, I saw where this was going.
Do you,
Alright, pull out my knives.
do you resist the ball,
Yes.
Tabaxi?
I stab it.
So you stab at the ball?
I stab the ball and flick it on the ground.
Okay.
And I keep running after the one.
Okay. So
They
you
thought-
can,
They planned this.
Should we be?
Yeah, no,
giving chase?
I'm well known around town.
Yep, so you can see that this small child rounds the corner at the end of the street. Do you give chase?
Yeah. I'm just going.
Does anyone else do anything?
Wild abandon.
I would
Like,
leave the children alone.
They're the thiefy children.
They
correct?
often play
I-
tricks in the dark.
Do I know? I notice I've been.
You've been bumped into, yeah, absolutely.
Is
You
my
are
coin purse
immediately
still
aware.
around my neck?
Around your neck?
Yeah.
What happened? What's going on?
I think
Have they taken something of yours?
Should I do? Do I notice anything missing on my purse?
Roll an investigation check.
That's a natural 19.
19? Okay. So yeah, you look down and it feels like nothing that you are familiar with having is gone. You don't know why this child bumped you.
Got anything additional?
anything you're not used to having?
Do I have any?
Anything that you just recently received that you might now be missing?
Oh,
You-
What?
Oh,
By the way, I never took my hand off my coin purse.
Yep, that's fine. You're continuing and you round the corner.
Still running after the kid.
Okay, so as you round the corner and turn, you do not see the child in this larger area where the gray stone is, the gray clay is.
Mm-hmm.
You hear the children behind you back in Thieves Alley giggling, and they kind of begin to disappear in between the spaces of these rundown, ramshackled homes.
So, can I do an investigation to see if there's anywhere that the kid could have gone?
I would permit you to roll for survival for tracks, and
Okay.
you are a cat, so if you would like to see whether or not you picked up this child's scent, I would permit you to do
6.
that as well. You do not see, you see ample tracks just all around you. You see some that look like they are definitively smaller, obviously like they would be given off by children, but they go in various directions.
All right. The children giggling.
Mm-hmm.
I want
You
to follow.
kind of hear them, you hear them echoing as they're dispersing.
Right. I want to pick out one
Okay.
and tackle them.
Oh, I mean, you're going to have to see if you can find these children. So you go back, and are you following the giggling?
I mean, I guess.
Okay.
That's the only clue I have.
Roll a d6. We'll select which child you go after.
1.
A 1. So as you turn back, because you have lost the perspective of where this child that turned the corner and disappeared into another street, you turn back and you hear a giggling from only about 3 houses down from you back into Thieves' Alley. You rush over it and you turn, and you see in the spaces like barrels and wooden crates. They look broken and dilapidated, as though the barrels, their lids have been cracked off of them. The banding that goes around them is splintered open, and many of the planks that form the height of the barrel are broken open and scattered on the ground.
Okay, well, I have a vial of oil and a flint.
Okay.
So, I'm going to pour the oil all over the barrels.
Okay.
And I'm going to strike the flint.
Okay.
And burn the barrels.
Okay. So, you immediately begin a fire.
Yes.
Okay. So, yeah, you're sparking and you strike the flint, and you can see that your oil begins to immediately go up in flames.
Okay.
Make a dexterity saving throw, as you have to attempt to leap back, because this is a...
And you're covered in hair.
That's not.
6 also.
Oh.
Stop rolling so low.
I'm trying.
You have burnt down the city of Oshuamp.
You take 3 fire damage as your hands are just scorched, and the flames
Ow.
like lap up against your face. They singe your whiskers.
I love it.
Your face is left with a little bit of like a smoky black, like charcoaly tinge to the area around your face and on your hands.
That is
All right, I got to
Looks
hear
good.
some giggles at that point.
Looks good.
They got to be entertained by that.
You hear no giggles.
What? So they're not in the barrels?
You hear what sounds like footsteps inside one of the homes. Like scattered, quick, pattering feet in one of the homes adjacent to you.
Okay.
The house right here begins to go up in flames, though.
I'm going to get out of here.
Was arson on the list?
Yes, it was.
Yeah. So the 4 of you kind of begin to smell smoke. And billowing up into the sky is this very quick, sudden rush of grayish and black tinged smoke.
Oh, God.
Friends,
Deuces, y'all.
I think something's on fire.
All right, I climb up a building.
Probably not the bookstore.
I think we should go in the exact opposite
I
direction.
would not investigate the flames. If there is an issue, the guards will take care of it.
Yeah, so you hear a bell begin to ring, and you hear loud, heavy footsteps, and you hear the clinking of chainmail.
We need to get off the street.
I mean, no, you're at the front of... You don't know which one is the bookstore. You
It's
see...
not marked?
It has a sign, yes. Like, you would be in the area right in front of the bookstore.
We go inside?
We need to get off the street. Come
Yes.
My
Let's-
pass
let's-
is missing.
Shouldn't we go inside the
I
bookstore?
think you can still come in this
on.
building.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
I'm
come
You
gonna
just
enter
can't
the
interact
bookstore.
with any guards.
Which building on this street is it?
Okay. So you see the one that has
The
the
guards are coming. I
blue
think it'll be
roof?
safer inside.
Yes.
You know the
one-
overflowing barrel, correct?
Yes.
So
That's
1,
the-
2,
If you
3
don't
to
have
the
a
left
pass,
of
it'll
it.
be
The blue
suspicious
roof to
one.
3 to the left of that?
Correct.
Got it.
I had a pass. It's just gone now.
If you don't have a pass, you'll be the suspicious one who burnt down the building. I think it's best if you come inside.
All right.
You're still next to me, right? So
Yeah.
we're inside.
So you grab onto the door handle,
Yeah.
turn it, and it's locked. You knock. You hear no answer. There are small illuminations inside from what looks like hanging lanterns, but no answer. And as you look, you can see that there is a small sign that says closed.
It looks like they're closed.
That building's going down fast.
Very appropriate music,
Yep.
Jesus.
And you begin to hear these footsteps of chainmail turning around the corner at the edge of this street, beginning to step inwards.
Are there any alleys around us?
I mean, yeah, you can step in between homes and go a street over adjacent either way, north or south.
Yeah, I would like to kind of beckon everybody south to dart over towards the Quiet Night.
Okay.
What's
So you 4 begin to kind of like step across. You hear these, loud singeing sounds and splashes as water is hoisted and thrown onto this burning wreckage of a building. And as you all step through, you see at the edge of this street of Thieves' Alley, you see 5 guards standing, all hoisting water from buckets at this building, attempting to put the house out. You see children rushing out, going through street after street, alley over, to attempt to get away from this fire. You see that as well, Jerky.
Okay. Do I recognize which one took the pass or took something. I don't know what it was a pass.
So you're not aware of which one of them. You are aware that one of these 6 children did bump into Ritora and take something from her, most likely, because you are a thief and you know that how the shit functions in the city.
It do be like that sometimes.
Yep.
Be like that sometimes.
But no, you are unaware which of the 6 took something from her, because all of them are wearing like small blackish shirts and they have little hooded capes.
So who's lagging behind the most?
You see I'm so sorry. You see a small, like, thinner, kind of frailer figure. Looks a little feminine from, the side, like longer hair that looks like it's protruding out from the
for
side.
grabbing.
Yep. So you rush over.
All right, yeah.
And you
And
grab.
I'm gonna act like I'm like one of the kids running away.
Okay. So you rush over. And you
fellow kids.
grab.
Well, wait. I'm gonna wait until we're not out in the open.
Okay. So yeah, you are an alley over. So you are one street over from where they are as they come down towards the Quiet Night. Are you all going back into the Quiet Night?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What can I see from the Quiet Night?
Down the street?
Is the Quiet Night the inn that we're going
Correct.
to? Okay.
You can see that about 9-ish houses over, there is still smoke pouring up, and there is a house, a ramshackled house that is on fire that is being put out.
Who would start a fire?
I don't know.
I ask them.
Yeah.
People do
Don't
strange.
ask me.
I assume there are not often fires. I mean, assume there
No.
are. Yeah.
Arson is
Well,
very
yeah, the
heavily
penalty
punished.
for
in
arson
this.
is huge.
Yeah.
There's a lot of drunk people around. Perhaps
It
someone
is possible.
lit a
it's-
pipe and dropped it. And
That seems reasonable.
It could be a drunkard. I would recommend we get off the street and
Yes.
Maybe
head to
there's
bed for
two
the evening.
strange fellas.
Could be them. They were very curious.
Mm-hmm.
They're very aggressive. Maybe I should go inform the guards.
I would not talk to the guards.
Yeah, I've not been here long, but I would recommend against that, probably.
Especially not right now while they are in the middle of this. I would leave them alone.
Okay.
Okay, let us go
It's
inside.
entirely up to you all. So you go inside of the Quiet Night.
I go in.
And?
I'm assuming the winds and like the snow.
The wind is
picking up.
beginning to pick up. The snow is beginning to fall. That is assisting with putting out this fiery building. And Jerky, you catch up to this small girlish child and you grab at her shoulder.
I was gonna just grab her hair and yank her head back.
Oh, okay. So you want to grab at the area where
Oh.
her hair would be through the hood of her
Yeah,
little
just-
cloak. So yeah, you grab and you pull her back. Make a strength check.
Okay.
I rolled a 7.
I also got a 7.
Okay. So you pull me back, and this child just kind of like stops steady, and the other children begin to,
Yeah, cover
continue
her
to
mouth.
run away. You attempt to cover her mouth?
Yeah.
Roll another one. I rolled a 13.
No, I rolled a 12.
So okay, you kind of cover her mouth with your paw real quick. She bites at one of your fingers, and you release slightly. You're slightly obscuring her, and you just hear, "Hey, no, come back!" And the 5 other children just stop and look back, and they see.
Pull out a knife, get it out of her throat.
I say this is a child, but you're also a child, so I guess if you're gonna pull a knife.
Where's
on
my
me-
friend's pass?
We ain't take no pass.
Give me back the pass,
We
or
ain't
she
take no
dies.
Help!
3,
Help!
2,
Help!
1.
Okay.
Oh, this was a fun campaign, guys. This was a good time.
Okay. So you cut the throat of this little girl.
Yep, and I
Okay.
run.
Okay. So you, and as you do, you see that she just falls to the ground and blood just, flourish and sprays out over, and the 5 children just immediately begin to run to the end of this alley.
Cool.
So
You're dead.
2 are going one
You're dead.
way,
Yeah.
3 are going the opposite
Goodbye,
way.
Jerky.
And you see, which direction are you running?
I'm making for Slums East.
Okay, so you cannot go back to the promenade, so you have to go to the northeast side of the city.
Cool.
Okay, so you have to run down east.
Cool.
So that would be the direction that 2 of the children just went.
Okay.
Okay. Well, yeah, I mean, you begin running this direction, and the children, as you can see, have grabbed the hands of the guards that are right here having put out this building. And they point at you. The weird cat cut her throat! And the guards are gonna come
You
over.
liars, you did it!
Roll for deception. I mean, I've got 5 guards. That's a 19 on the first one.
Roll for deception?
Correct. 16 on the second. 17 on the third. A 5 on the fourth. And a 4 on the fifth.
21!
Okay, so I have to roll for the children now.
Well, they know I'm lying.
Correct. But in terms of their performance towards the guards, in terms of how convincing they are. So far, no. No. Last child, no. So they're all pointing at you. I swear, she cut her throat. She's right there. And they point at a body in the street that is clearly
Yeah, and I'm
down on
pointing
the
at her
ground.
too. I'm like, you did it. What are you talking about?
But why would we cut our own throats, our friend's throat? That doesn't make any sense.
She was my friend too.
Oh, you gotta roll a deception again.
Why? Stop lying. What are you
What I
doing?
do?
That's a 23 for the highest.
Not gonna be good.
I have 2 23s for the
19.
guards. 19. So, wait. And the guards kind of gather the 2 children that are here. And the other 3 guards come over and begin to attempt to grab you by your arms, like at your wrists.
No, I'm not down for that.
All right. How are you resisting?
Just running.
So you're going to attempt to flee?
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Don't touch me, perv.
oh man. All right.
I'm gonna have to do art for another character.
So
Jerky's gonna die.
you begin
Jerky's gonna be dead.
running. Well,
Jerky is going to be jerky.
So you said you wanted to go back to Slums East. The
Yes.
issue is that they are in that direction. So
Okay.
you have north, south, which are both alleyways, west, which is continuing up this street.
Okay. South. I'm gonna
So
go
you
south.
go south. Okay. So you begin to run through quickly small areas between these houses. The guards now obviously can tell that you were lying because you fled and the children are still pointing
Right,
at
but
the
I have
body.
knives on me, so I'm not gonna let them grab me.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm going to have you roll for initiative in terms of your action in sequence within a chase.
Okay.
So,
I am twice as fast as everyone else
when
running
dashing.
through the city.
Yes.
Well, when I'm just moving about the city.
With
That's
your...
a street urchin feat.
Correct.
Yeah.
Mhm. So I have 5 guards.
Terrible.
Can't believe you told people I'm cursed.
That's what you're
You
thinking
told
about right
my
now?
name.
You are cursed.
I also told them my own
So,
you, which was
what was your initiative
uncomfortable.
3.
Oh, no.
Oh wait, no, wait.
Just
5.
trying to find anything to make them. Alright, fine.
Jerky. Good boy.
Well, I mean, as you turn to go run, all 5 of the guards exceeded your initiative roll in the turn sequence. So all 5 of them are going to restrain you.
Okay.
You may roll a strength check with disadvantage, and I will
All right.
roll with advantage.
I think you're going to be
20.
Come on, double 20. Double 20.
No, that's not gonna happen.
20!
What is your strength modifier?
It is a +1.
So you have a 21.
Yes.
I roll.
Well, I have a 31 because a natural 20 is a 30.
What?
No.
Yeah.
I think that's a 3.5.
Oh,
That's
okay,
a
never mind.
3.5 roll.
Okay.
So, I have a 19 as my higher roll, and a 23 with my modifier. So, I will say, since you rolled a natural 20,
Twice.
your critical
Twice.
bonusing effect is that they get you prone. and then you scoot through their legs and beginning running east up the street.
Okay.
Now,
I'm so stressed.
you are correct in that you are faster than everyone.
But there's a guard at the gate.
There is. And as the guards see you make your way through their legs and begin running east up the street, they all begin to yell murderer.
Oh, no.
Hope you got 2,000 gold.
Help me! Help me! There's a murderer!
Discreet. I like it.
Roll for performance. I'll give you the chance.
Oh, 9.
I have a 21 on the inside.
Who rolled that?
The people in the street.
Everyone's like, we're not buying it, man.
Oh, God.
Do we see Jerky run by?
No,
or-
we're in the
No,
middle.
you guys are
We're-
so far away.
So you're not inside?
No.
You're outside of the quiet night.
Yeah, I'm still looking around.
Jerky is a street over, so you will hear the shouts of murderer.
Yeah.
You do not see Jerky, though, especially since you do not have dark vision and she is a street over from you.
Is this mixed in with all the other shouts of "I didn't do it" and "It's not
I mean,
my
no,
fault"?
those are much further north into the city. Those are 5 streets up from where Jerky is currently located.
Now, is child murder punished more severely than regular
It's
murder?
it's both death. I mean,
So as you
Is it a slower one for child?
kind of hit that area where the gray clay begins, and I rolled a 12 on the D12 of people who are here to
Oh, God.
once more capture you. I will permit you to roll again a strength check at disadvantage to...
wait, what? I showed up and there's just a bunch of people around me?
Well, they shouted out.
I mean,
"Murderer."
the guards alerted and shouted out murderer.
And there was also fire in the area,
Yes,
too.
the attention has already
So are
been...
these citizens or other guards?
These are citizens.
They're just gonna grab a kid?
I mean, there's
Who
a
would do that?
reward for a murderer turned in.
Who would just grab a kid?
I mean,
I know, really. You know?
roll your strength.
Yeah, alright.
I wish you luck, friend.
2.
Well, I rolled a 5 on the first and then a 10 on the second, so
yeah,
I mean,
well,
still.
Yeah.
So I'll say that 2 of the citizens who are gruff-looking, just people in ratty, taggart clothes, grab you and pin you down to the ground, and the 5 guards walk over, and they take out.
At this point, I'm going to walk over to where the commotion is,
Sure.
alone, since everybody else went inside.
Sure. So yeah, you walk over and you can see that 5 guards are now taking manacles out and putting them around your wrists, so the chains are binding your hands and your feet together. You see this happening to Jerky, and the citizens are backing away and their hands are outstretched, and the guards are beginning to disperse a few coins to these citizens who have assisted in this apprehension. You see Jerky standing...
I'm just being forced. There's nothing I can really do.
I'm just watching.
You watch as the guards walk Jerky 1 street over back towards the area in which the body was.
Okay.
Are there citizens following, or?
Yes. So the crowd of 12 citizens are walking over.
I will walk with the crowd.
So you walk over with the crowd?
Yep.
You walk over and you are led back to the area in which the little girl is dead in the street.
I start hysterically sobbing.
Uh-huh.
Just the most crocodile tears that you could ever.
Roll for performance.
1.
You begin laughing hysterically.
No, it's just really not believable, like a
Yeah.
soap opera kind of crowd.
You're like making the noise.
There's
when your
absolutely
tears are
no tears whatsoever.
Well, the guards look down, turn the body of the little girl over, and see that her throat has been cut.
You guys didn't even check on the kid that got murdered. You just went straight for the, like, there's like 30 of you and it's a child. Like, you didn't help her. Like, she might have lived. I think you guys should be charged with murder.
So they begin scouring through your belongings, and they find a knife.
They find 5 knives.
They find 5 knives, one of which is coated in blood.
Child blood.
Kind of like stained into the interior of the scabbard as they brandish it. And I mean, we got the murder weapon and we got the body right here, so well, off to the gallows.
I'm not saying anything.
Okay. So the 5 guards begin walking you over
Wait, where's the gallows?
north to the area in which the people were calling out for help.
Oh, great.
Oh, I'm gonna follow, but I'm gonna stay behind the crowd a little bit.
Oh, there's a gallows. Oh,
Oh.
You had this ready? You were ready for this?
I mean, I kind
You
of
knew
figured
this
it would
was
come
coming.
up.
In the first episode?
I said I want someone to die in the first episode. If I have to make it me,
You know, I once jokingly asked how many backup characters I should roll, and someone gave me a
well,
sincere...
you're not going to do anything this stupid.
Someone gave me a
Do
sincere
you have a
answer.
backup one?
No.
Oh, okay.
You just.
He's just got plans next week.
Alright, I'll start drawing now. What are we thinking? Like a human?
Yeah, so as you are walked up the step by the 5 guards, you can see that there are 2 other people here currently with the nooses around their necks.
What are you in for?
Paul, are you still watching? So yeah, you walk over and watch.
Yeah.
So you can see that it's 2 younger men. They look like they're in finer clothes. They look like they're, well dressed. They look healthy. We didn't do anything. We just fucking got here, and we were drinking, and they brought us here, and I don't understand.
Do I recognize anything else about these guys?
No, they look very, very foreign, as though they are new people in the city of Oshuamp. We didn't even fucking do anything.
Yeah, we didn't do anything.
No, you killed a kid.
No, you killed a kid. This is kangaroo court. Where's the trial? I want to see the magister.
So,
Your goal out of this is just to cause as much chaos as
up
imaginable.
from the bottom of the steps walks another guard, one who is in a long white cloak. And Paul, you can see that on the back of his cloak, stitched into it, is a large O. You can see that this man has long, curly, blonde hair, bright, beautiful blue eyes.
So you said the cloak was white?
The white cloak, yes, and the O is stitched in black. You can see that he's got like a short, stubbly brown beard, and he walks up, and you can see the other guards just kind of beckon him along and just kind of bow as he ascends the steps. And you can see that a crowd begins to form around as this man ascends the steps, and they begin applauding for him. Show him what justice is! And he watches as one of the other guards comes over and stands you beneath the noose.
About how high is the
Did you
gallows?
think you were going to get out of this one?
Pulls it. How high is the gallows?
Make a run
Right
for it.
here.
So
The moment I
height of
set
the
the
platform
fire, I
is
knew I
20
wasn't getting out of
feet.
this one.
Make a run for it.
I'm manacled, man.
Still run.
She's also a
All right,
cat.
I hike up the manacles to my thighs so that I have room to run, and I start running.
As you lean down, I mean, there's several guards adjacent to you. As you lean down, they're going to reach to stop you.
From doing what? They don't know what I'm doing.
I mean,
Tying my shoe, guys.
You're a cat, you don't wear shoes. We had this shit with Sarah.
You don't wear shoes.
So yeah, you lean down and one grabs into the scruff of your neck
That's so rude.
and pulls your head upright and lowers the noose around your neck
Yeah?
and cinches it.
You like killing kids, huh? Is this how you thought you'd spend your Tuesday night?
How tall is Jerky?
4'3". I'm actually not heavy enough that a noose will kill me.
And you watch as this man steps back from you with the noose tightened around your neck. And the new guard, the one who came up, walks over to an area where you can see there is a lever at the edge. Well, any last words for you? So you spit on the floor? Or you spit on the wood of the gallows? Okay. And you watch as this man looks out onto the crowd This is what criminals get in Oshuamp. Everyone pays. And pulls the lever.
Alright, I just grab here
Okay.
as I fall.
So you descend,
Cut it with my claws.
So you make a dexterity check, and then make a Constitution saving throw.
Throw those dice away.
So as he goes to pull the lever, I'm going
Okay,
to
my Constitution
cast
saving
cloud
throw
steps.
is 9.
Your con save is a 9.
Yes.
What was your dex to grab?
The dex to grab was a 5.
What does cloud step do?
So, as an action, you conjure forth clouds to create a solid translucent staircase that lasts until your concentration ends. The stairs form a spiral that fits a 10 foot by 10 foot area and reaches upward 20 feet per side point spent. However, I don't know there's no specific range.
For how you can
Where I
cast
would-
it from?
Yeah, where I would, like... the
Does it
range
say
for
target self?
It does not.
Okay. And you said it's 20 foot high and 10 foot?
Yeah, 10
Okay.
by 10 and then...
Okay. Roll on your burnout. So D12. Because you're spending, what, 1 side point?
Yep.
I thought that was a 1, Paul.
So
It
you
scared the
say-
shit out of me. God.
Okay. So you create cloud steps beneath Jerky's feet. You descend, and you feel your neck begin to tighten. And you crash down onto these cloud things beneath you. So your feet hit something solid. And you begin to desperately claw at this thick
This
noose.
is Ostador's mercy! I'm innocent!
You shout? Oh, man.
Well, everyone can see it, right?
I mean, below, the crowd can. The crowd, yes, obviously would be pointing that you would have stopped at
Well,
something.
the guards can see too. I mean,
They would
they're
look
not
down.
all on the stage.
Correct, but they would have to look. The ones on the stage, yes, would have to look down. The ones down, yes, would
it's-
also point it out.
Yeah,
So you
I'll take
shout,
the L on
this
that
is
one.
Ostador's mercy.
Yes.
Roll for performance.
Please.
8.
I feel like there's a lot of death saving throws
Do you want
happening.
to
There's
use
just
those
not
dice?
death saving
Yeah, I think I
throws.
probably
You know what I
should,
mean?
but
we-
maybe once Jerky's dead.
All right. So the hooded man cannot discern where these things. Or sorry, not the hooded man. The cloaked man cannot discern. Make an attack roll against them.
An attack roll against the rope?
Correct.
Okay. Die, rope, die. 17.
Okay. Roll your damage die. Items actually have
claws.
ACs and hit points in the game.
Oh.
That's a real thing.
6 damage.
6. I will permit you to roll with your other hand.
Awesome.
That does not break the rope.
2-weapon fight.
What about sneak attack? The rope doesn't know
That-
what's happening.
I mean, it's a 7. I don't think that's gonna
For your
land.
attack roll.
Yeah. No.
So your
Alright.
one hand claws into it, and you can feel it thinning out. It does not break free around your neck. And
Is the crowd reacting at all?
I
Like,
mean,
I
the
just got saved. Like, they should be, like, cheering for me and shit.
I mean, the crowd is very confused, but you've killed someone.
they don't know that.
The guards say so.
They're Northerners. They know the guards are lying.
This is a witch hunt.
To be fair,
This should be a mob right now.
So what do I see? How does the crowd react? How do the guards react? What are they doing?
The crowd begins to gasp and point, and you can see that Jerky is, yes, suspended in the air as though it is standing on the cloud spell that you have created. You also see now the guard that pulled the lever walking over to the center space that now is vacated by the platform that opened and permitted Jerky to descend through.
The other guys are dead, right?
The other two?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're dead.
I wasn't sure if it was like
They're
a one
hanging
lever
next
for all
to
of
you,
them
just
thing.
next, and they're just kind of like...
They were guilty.
Well,
I'm not.
Is the one close enough? Because it is a 10 by 10.
No.
No? Okay.
No.
Oh, you're trying to save them too?
No.
Okay.
not specifically.
I just centered it on you.
Correct. So, I mean, this man is going to begin to pull up the rope that your noose is attached to. Make
Okay.
another con save.
Oh.
The rope is frayed now, right?
Correct.
20. Well, natural 20. It's actually a 19 because I have a -1 for
Okay.
Constitution.
Okay. So he pulls it, the rope in the areas in which it's frayed. Yeah, you kind of like gulp and gasp slightly. The rope is frayed and snaps. And
Sick.
you slide down these cloud steps and land
Oh, my ears are falling off.
on the stone.
Save me, my good people of Oshuamp.
I
These
will-
guards,
What?
they lied to us.
I begin to walk back towards the inn.
Okay.
Well, thank you.
You've
That's
done
all.
your-
That's more than I could ask for, to be honest. They lie to us. They abuse us. They kill our children, and then they blame other children for it. These men, these murderers.
Yeah, I mean the other 5 guards are gonna come over and grab you again while you're standing
Well,
here.
I'm like running into the crowd. I'm like,
You want to try to immerse yourself in the crowd?
yeah. I got better chances with
This
the
is
crowd
a,
than
this
the
is
guards.
a poor district, correct?
Correct.
Over guarded.
I wouldn't say that.
Okay.
I would say that people are aware that the punishment for assisting a criminal is not something that any of these people want to go through.
But they're drunk.
Mm-hmm.
Not all of them, no. Not everybody in
Enough.
You may roll for a dexterity saving throw to see if you are dexterous to get through the crowd as everybody's hands attempt to grasp at you.
Why are they grabbing at the girl that got saved by Ostador? These people make no sense. I got a 2.
I've rolled an 11.
Brick wall.
Oh, okay. So, I mean, yeah, you just kind of like shove your way through a small area of the crowd, and as you push through, you end up smacking into the chest of a guard.
Oh shit!
And he grabs you once more by the scruff, and he elevates you up above the crowd.
All right, I claw his eyes out.
You make an attack roll.
Going out swinging, right?
1.
Oh my god, those dice!
You need to put those away.
But I keep getting 20s too.
Well,
Is it
It's
worth
very chaotic. I love it.
Do claws get damaged condition? Can you snap a
Yes,
claw?
you can. It's very painful too.
Well,
all right.
this is a lot of unfortunate things all happening at once.
Yep. So, you can see that you are in the hands of a very tall, orange-haired or red-haired man. Kind of like goes down in ringlets. He is 6'4", so you are very highly elevated.
I am very good at estimating heights, apparently.
You claw at his eyes, and you're to him.
I'm too far away. Like I'm like.
Yep, you're perceivably adorable. And
Are
he
you, like, all
pulls
puffed
an
up and
axe
everything?
from his back. Well, if the noose breaks, and he's gonna swing at you.
Okay. Is there anything I can do? Like.
You have your AC, and that's it. An 11.
That is a miss.
Okay. So he swings at you, and you just kind of reel back in his hands. Make a strength check to see if you can break out of his grip because he's only got you with one hand.
1.
No!
Yep. I even rolled an 11 anyway, so it's not like it was absurd. Yeah, you swing back. He keeps you in his grips. The other guards
Which
begin
tracks?
to
That
move
sounds
over.
right.
Well, now I'm going to attack you from behind with another guard.
Okay.
That's a 22 for the first one.
So they're
yeah.
just going in, swinging at this dude's hand.
How much health?
I mean, you're like kind of from
I
the
have-
scruff.
Well, I have 4 health left.
So they would be swinging at your back. So the one hits because it was a 22.
Well, it doesn't matter what the damage die is. I'm dead.
Oh no. Well, yeah. I mean, their mod is a 3. So yeah.
Yeah.
He just, as the one is holding you up, the other one from behind, you just feel a sudden strike, slap into your side, deep as an axe embeds, goes right into the mid portion of you, and you go limp in this man's hands. And you watch as well, you're no longer here, so the crowd watches as just blood just begins to sputter out and cover your whiskers, and just kind of slowly sprawl down your chin, covering over that small ashy area from the fire you started.
Well, here we are, guys.
Yeah. That was a lot of unfortunate stuff.
And we'll stop there.
Oh, great!
Well,
I had a reason to be terrified. Awesome.
Friends, if you're
going in the
new
trash.
here, make sure you follow us so you can watch us again. Exclamation mark schedule will give you our schedule of events. Tomorrow night we'll be doing Princes of the Apocalypse at 6 p.m. And then we'll be live on Friday for people to pick our characters for the one shot. Or not the one shots, the
I mean, I have ideas.
the stuff that I am the Friday night stuff that I will be DMing, and then Sunday will be Setendor. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the first episode of the City of Oshuamp. F's in the chat for jerky, please. Good lord. That's it from me. That's it from us. So you guys have a wonderful evening. We'll see you tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern Time.
Bye, friends.
Bye. Thank you.